Coming to you from the Strings and Things studio in Ventura, California, I'm Katie.
I'm Anne.
And I'm Karin.
And this is the Strings Unraveled podcast. How is everybody? Welcome to August. It's somebody's birthday month.
Woo! Best month of the year.
I'm guessing it's Anne's birthday month
Ding,
then.
ding.
I thought, and then the next best month is October for you.
Yeah.
Because,
there's a
best
lot
holiday in the year.
Ding, ding. I'm so glad we finally converted you, Karin.
No, you didn't. I'm just saying it for your benefit.
Well, when I'm right, I like to hear it.
Did I say that? I don't think I said that.
You all heard it.
But it's your birthday, so yes, I said that.
Yeah.
Sure.
It's not her birthday yet.
No,
No,
it's
no.
your
Just
birthday
this
month.
It's
Yep.
birthday month.
She gets a
Yep.
whole month.
She gets to pick what we're doing today.
You get a whole
which
month too.
Sort of. I got to share with baby Jesus.
You got a tough month to have a birthday in. A tough week to have a birthday in.
Yeah. Anne is up to something intriguing, which we'll get to later.
Yeah,
'cause
I have
She's
something
folding
we're
lots
doing
of little
today.
papers
I
and
have
not in
something
origami.
Fun for our main topic,
Okay.
events.
Well, why don't we jump into what we're working on then, so we can get to the fun? Not that it's not all fun, but
Yeah.
What are you working on, Karin?
I'm working on a test knit that was due today.
And
I thought
so close.
I'm so close.
You're
Okay.
all done.
Well, the thing was, when I measured it, I knew I shouldn't be measuring it on the side of my leg. So
Oh, Karin.
I'm like, I only have 3 more inches, and I've been working on it for like days, and I still have 3 more inches.
It's one of those knitting
Because I
vortexes
didn't
where
really
you-
have 3 more inches. I've got 3 more inches plus the ribbing.
Ah.
But I did take pictures, and I did let her know my progress. And the
Good.
pattern is called Floating Magnolias by Tina Say Knits. And that's tina.say.knits, S-A-Y. Anyway, this pattern's coming out Friday. Well, by the time you got this, it will already have been out, but it's really neat. It's top down, 2 color slip stitch. It's short sleeves, but some people have already made a really nice hack and made it with long sleeves, so that I'm sure that will be included somewhere on the gram.
Cool.
Short sleeve sounds good when you have 3 inches of the body to do, right?
Yeah.
Well, the thing is,
Oh, your sleeves are done.
the sleeves are done.
Wow.
The pattern is not written that way, but someone else hacked it, and I know that that's what Anne would do.
Yeah.
Yeah, why not?
I did an
I'm
into
glad.
the body, and
the
then I
pattern
stopped.
probably doesn't say you have to do them
No.
last.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah.
It does it in a standard order. You take them off, and then you do want to have some of the body, as like about an inch,
Somebody
and then
asked me that this week about is it okay if I knit a little bit on the body and then finish the sleeves? And I
Heck
was
yeah.
like, yeah, you could do that.
It was so quick because one, the short sleeve, but then I didn't have the weight of the whole sweater,
Yep.
twisting and twisting and twisting,
Yep.
and I didn't have to worry about whatever leftover yarn in because apparently the one skein, I had one skein, and then I bought 2 more of a main color to supplement,
Tricky.
and of course they're not the same dye lot, even though they're
Yeah.
from the same place, but a year apart, so
Yeah.
but it didn't matter because the sleeves match, and because of the way the 2 colors are, it just looks like it was a gradient.
Yeah, it looks fine.
It looks like it's like a stripe with lots and lots of slip stitches everywhere.
It's gorgeous.
And yeah, I wish I didn't have to be on 2.5s to get gauge, but
I feel
Well,
you. I'm
gauge
on
is
3s.
gauge.
So.
Yeah.
and I don't feel like this is a tight it's a tight gauge or a loose gauge or whatever. I'm not usually a looser. I think it's the stitch. So when I'm going back and forth, knit around, purl around, but with slip stitches in between, I kind of loosen up because
Yeah.
they've got these bands of 6 stitches that you, with your contrast color, kind of strand behind, so you have a 6 stitch strand. Well, I'll say that fast.
Mm-hmm.
6 stitch strand, and I'm so nervous about doing it too tight that I'm extra loose so that it doesn't buckle or pucker.
Yeah.
Because nothing sucks more than trying to put something on and having a string break.
Oh,
Yeah, no, we don't like that.
that
So
sounds
anyway,
terrifying.
so I'm
You're
really,
telling
really
scary
close.
stories today.
It's in Farmer's Daughter Fibers. They're let's see, I actually have a label. Yay! I already took the other one out. Rocky Mountain Pearls. And the main color is warm melted butter, and it is a glorious yellow, creamy, with little specks of black, because that's the burnt butter part. With the contrast is pine drop, so it's this this kind of this pine khaki green color with just shades of a little bit darker in between. Anyway,
Nice.
I'm so freaking close, and I got to get it done before I go on my trip.
Nice.
So.
Well, that's like in a week, right?
Well, it's next. Well, we decided we're gonna go a day early.
Oh, well,
so we
there
had
you go.
to.
You got one less day.
What a monster! Whoever decided that. Don't they know you're trying to finish that?
Well, it's because we want to leave early morning on Tuesday, and so of course we've got to pick up the trailer on Monday night, which I originally had said and I originally had planned. But then, my husband said, "No, I don't want to pay for that day." What are we doing? Paying for that day.
Yeah. Well, Ann and I have both been away this month. Where are you going next?
I am going to Palooza.
And where is
Blues and Brews up in Mammoth,
Nice.
Mammoth Lakes, California. But we're camping in 3 different places. We're going to camp around June Lake and a couple
That's weird.
places.
That's not what I thought.
Not fun? Ann doesn't like camping.
It sounded stressful to me.
Well, it was
fun. Sorry.
The nice part is I'm not sleeping on the ground. I'm sleeping in a queen size mattress. Yes. I don't have to set up a camp because other than unhitch and
pop out your chair and
pop out the chair and you sit down and that's done.
I'm in.
Yeah,
that sounds great.
I don't have to set up a kitchen because I just open up the back and there's a kitchen.
You're selling it, Karin.
And it has its own generator. So I got 4 hours of power, which power is like, did you get batteries? Yes, I have batteries.
Is it noisy though when you have a generator like that running? I wonder.
I don't know. I don't know that we'll actually run it, except maybe to just charge stuff, for an hour. I'm not much of a drinker, so having access to 50 different types of beers, it just doesn't appeal to me, but I like the blues music.
Yeah.
And we'll have the occasional cider. So I've got the non-drinking, the $50 less ticket.
Oh, nice.
It's a 4-day event, but we're going up extra days. So we can...
What is that? Rumbling noise.
Sorry, guys.
And it's intriguing us.
It's snow.
That's a preview of what's in the third segment.
My cousin's boyfriend just performed in Mammoth for some jazz concert. I don't know. They were there last weekend for that.
Cool. Cool.
Yeah. Well, I was in Jackson Hole for a wedding, which was great. I've never been to Wyoming. It was beautiful. And Anne went on 2 trips.
Oh yeah, I went to San Francisco, and then I went in Northern Sierras in California, which is pretty, but there's a reason I don't live there. There's not
what city? Because I'm from that area.
Well, then you're from the Sierras?
Well, from just south of the Sierras.
Yeah, I know.
There's
a lot more going on where you're from.
Okay. I went to school in a mountain town, so.
Okay. We went to Groveland and we went to Arnold.
That's way northern.
Yeah. I'm like, I don't think you're from here, Karin.
Those don't sound like places that have a lot of things going on.
I visited the places you're from and have spent time there when I was growing up.
You've probably passed through Friant on your way up to Bass Lake or something.
Yeah, it's in that area. Groveland is not far from there. Mm-hmm. Groveland is about an hour-ish away from Yosemite.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, just north of it.
I don't remember.
Oh,
yeah. I mean,
did you take the ugly 5 all the way
no,
to the 99?
Which is the speed limit and the name of the freeway.
Yeah.
Well, sorta.
It's not as aggressive as I remember it being when I was a kid. That is a phrase my mom coined when we would visit my aunts and uncles. I have family in Clovis and family in Modesto, so we traveled that way.
Clovis,
They've started in Fresno.
Okay. Yeah, there's a Fresno-Clovis rivalry.
Yeah.
Clovis people think they're all better than we are because they're ranchers.
I know my aunt and uncle were
very
specific when they said they moved from Fresno and now they live in Clovis.
I was going to say, I don't know how hard it is to be better than Fresno.
Yeah.
If you're making a joke, I think it went over my head because it's okay.
The joke is Fresno sucks.
Yeah.
Well,
oh, poor Karin.
Northern Fresno is nice. You realize I haven't lived there in 30 years.
I was going to say, she doesn't live there anymore, does she?
Yeah.
I graduated there.
Groveland's real boring. Yeah. It's pretty, but it's real boring.
Okay.
You got fishing?
Not really.
Not even fishing?
Not really where we were. They're not stocking. There was like an epidemic in the hatcheries in California.
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
So a lot of lakes are not stocking.
How does it go from hatchery to hatchery? Because, I mean,
I don't know.
maybe it's something in the food.
Yeah, who knows?
That's weird.
That's above my pay grade.
Because those are closed systems.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, it's not like there's no stock, but they're just diminished stocking in the state. And we went to Yosemite for one day, and that was lovely. I mean, Yosemite is full of amazing, breathtaking wonders, and that was wonderful.
I'm told that.
The end.
Yeah, that was
that's
just a little aside for where we've been.
Yeah.
At least you weren't at the hottest part. You're coming up on the hottest month.
August. Yeah.
August used to be 110 and above every day for most of the month.
Yeah.
Cooling down to 85, which doesn't feel cool. But it's a dry heat. Is that what everyone says?
Sure.
That's what we told ourselves.
Yeah, I mean, it's remote and hard to get to because, like, Sonora is the big town for everybody, and you have to cross. There are 3 different ways to cross the ridges, and they're all winding. When you're going 20 on a curve, you're going too fast. My sister-in-law ended up on a route that was 1 lane for a lot of ways. But it has this cool bridge that if you check it, you can find it on Instagram, probably if you just Google it. It's the graffiti bridge. And like, I found tons of pictures of it. If you check for graffiti bridge, Groveland.
Okay.
And it just demonstrates that that's the exciting thing for the teenagers to do is hang out on this bridge that gets almost 0 traffic and graffiti all over it. We did not end up on that route, our 2 crossings, but yeah. Anyway.
Well, you're home now.
Yep, I'm home now. I'm grateful for that. I mean, the great thing I can say about my second trip was I had plenty of time to knit.
Nice.
San Francisco, though, 4th of July weekend, absolutely delightful. I had rolled ice cream. Have you guys ever had?
I've seen it, but
I love rolled ice cream.
Oh my gosh. And
they make it. It's you pick what flavor, and they make it right there for you. Like it goes from liquid to. So great.
So good. It's like Cold Stones, only they like spread it out in a thin sheet and then roll it back in on itself. It's so delicious.
These little Swiss rolls of ice cream.
Oh, I got something called Purple Rain, which was like blueberries and boysenberries in vanilla, like milk, and lavender, and sprinkled with honey. So I had never had honey as an ice cream topping. And I don't know if you guys are seeing this running all over the internets, but frozen honey is this summer's hot treat.
I have seen that.
I have not, but I'm going to
I will tell you that having it in the rolled ice cream, which I think has to be essentially like having frozen honey, was delightful. I had never considered it as an ice cream topping, and I will go there again.
Because I think it would get hard in frozen.
Yeah, or just like, I don't know, it's not what the creamy smoothness I'm looking for when I want ice cream. But it was,
that sounds great.
Just very lovely. Very lovely.
If you want to get it somewhat locally.
Yes, I do.
Santa Clarita has a place.
Oh. That feels like going from Yosemite to Groveland.
Yeah.
It's for the ice cream. It's for the ice cream. Or in Ventura they have the nitro ice cream, which is very which is kind of this they didn't make it
closed, yeah.
Pre-COVID, or did we
I think in the midst of COVID.
Oh, I was going to say we just visited it for the first time just before the shutdown.
Oh, yeah, they were kind of a slow open. I don't know what took them out.
Well, they were slow service. But I mean, rolled ice cream is a little slower, but
yeah, I mean, it wasn't too slow. And this place had a fun Instagram. I don't remember what it was called, but
okay.
Because one of the girls was like shooting, like one team was clearly shooting Instagram videos. That was delicious. I mean, I did a lot of other fun things in San Francisco, like Alcatraz and an A's game and Ghirardelli. But the rolled ice cream outshined Ghirardelli. Don't tell Kevin, because I made a big deal about like going to Ghirardelli was one of my goals for the trip.
Yeah.
But that's because you're spoiled by rolled ice cream, which is still so good.
It was so good. What are you working on? Anything else of late, Karin?
I'm working on a swimsuit that was supposed to be for the trip.
Aww.
But it's really, really hard to find 1-inch wide swimwear elastic. You can use regular elastic, But then at some point, very quickly, you're going to have to replace it. And I really, really hate replacing elastic. It's a pain in the neck. Anyway, so I'm just so I have what it is I have a rash guard by hold on, let me pull out my pattern.
Okay, say that slower. You
Okay.
couldn't find 1 inch fold over elastic.
Not fold over.
Okay.
Swimwear elastic.
Okay.
Swimwear elastic is a little different than it's more like a rubber latex kind of thing. It holds up longer against salt water and chlorine.
Ah.
So it doesn't, you could get regular cotton, but it's just going to deteriorate very quickly.
Well, I'm only going to say this because you still have time before your trip. What if you didn't replace the elastic and just made a new swimsuit?
Because I have special fabric.
Okay.
Well, mostly I need it for the rash guard. So I like to wear a rash guard because I hate reapplying. So a rash guard is basically like a long sleeve athletic shirt that you wear over your swimsuit. And I got this really great fabric from, if you go on Instagram, Julia Allison Cost, Cost, and she hand paints her her fabric design. It's her own art put onto fabric, not through Spoonflower, but she has a different provider, and she uses swimwear. She does swimwear fabric as well as cottons and other kind of things. She makes these giant panels. Anyway, so you can see I picked out. Now you guys can't see, but they can see.
We can see. Neener. Ooh.
See, they're ginormous flowers, like as wide as your body.
Cute.
Big prints, but filled with lots of little prints, and it's a neat heavy duty lycra. So it's pretty, but that pattern is called is by Green Style, Waimea. I guess that's a beach in Hawaii. It's a rash guard, and it comes with long sleeve, short sleeve, cropped, long, different ways of doing cutouts on the sides of the body. I'm just doing simple raglan, all one style, and that will go over a Helen's Closet pattern called Sandpiper swimsuit, which is kind of like a halter top and bottoms, and that only takes a 1/4 inch elastic, so I will finish that swimsuit. I just won't finish the rash guard. But will I really go swimming in the mountains? Maybe. And I realize the reason I don't wear swimsuits is because it's hard to find a swimsuit that fits, comfortably in. So I've got two. The nice thing about this 2-piece one, I don't have to strip to go to the bathroom.
Yeah, that's good.
I know other people say that's what monokinis are for, but it's still awkward. Or tankinis. Tankinis are still like 2 pieces that are okay. So that's kind of like a tankini, but what was I going to say with that?
That's the one where it's like connected that has the cutouts on the
I
side.
had a great one 30 years ago, and I wore it till
when I was pregnant, and I didn't.
Oh, because the cutouts on the side.
Yeah, I thought the cutouts would be cute with a pregnant belly. It wasn't. It was not.
Well,
that one only takes a 1/4 inch swimmer elastic, and that I've got.
You couldn't alter the rash guard to use 1/4 inch, or does it really need? I think
to stay down. I believe it's at the cuffs and at the bottom. So in order to stay at the hips and not slide up, if worse comes to worse, I may fudge with the 1/4 inch because I can always add the 1 inch.
That's what I'm saying. Like make the 1 inch channel, and then put in 1/4 inch elastic just so you can use it, and then you could unstitch a few stitches and put in 1 inch later.
That I like. I like that idea. Yeah, because I really, really want to wear it.
Oh. Is that not replacing elastic?
Yeah, I don't know why that's
no,
different.
That's
replacing elastic,
adding elastic. Well, it
depends. 1/4 inch.
It depends on how the channel is. If the channel is one of those where you zigzag the elastic into,
and then you have to
No, I'm not gonna unpick the zigzag, or it's not even zigzag. It's that funky three step.
Yeah.
Hey, that stitch
zigzag
is very effective. I was really excited about learning about that when I made Bella her little bralettes 2 years ago.
Yeah, it's awesome. Do you want to pick it out though?
No.
No.
Did I have to? I feel like on the prototype I did need to, and that was not nice. Not nice at all. Well, that's gonna be gorgeous.
So the bottoms of the Sandpiper by Helen's Closet swimsuit will match the rash guard from Green Style.
Cute.
So,
I am looking for one specific thing for swimsuits because most of the time I can like go a whole many summers without getting into a swimsuit just because I'm not fond of chlorinated water and the ocean scares me some. I mean, I like going in the ocean, but it does scare me.
Yeah.
Very specific thing. I don't want to shave my bikini line ever again in my life.
No.
So I want
shorts.
The shorts.
Yeah,
I want.
like
the shorts aren't great on me. So
the boy shorts kind.
Yeah, it needs to be a granny panty bikini.
Well,
that
this
looks like it is
your granny. This gives you the bikini hip or the granny panty.
All right.
Of which I'll be
would appreciate. I think they call that a hipster cut or something.
Okay, we're gonna just say hipster cut.
Granny panty.
But you and I know what we mean. Yeah, there's a lot.
It looks like a great pattern.
It gives you different options. So, and it goes size 0 to 34
very
US.
Cute.
So it's very size inclusive, which is what I love. Even their illustration of two gals with modeling them are size inclusive. So
very, very cute.
Well, what are you working on, Anne?
Are
you those were?
I'm done. Okay, yeah, I'm not very accomplished this month.
Well, you've been very.
Well, we haven't gotten to the finished section.
Yeah,
yet.
you've been very.
And I've been working a lot of Saturdays.
You've been very
focused,
monogamous to this knitting project, perhaps.
Yeah.
I don't know why monogamous is a hard
Did
word
I-
for me to come up
Monogamous.
with because I really am a monogamous person,
Had
but
I
not in my knitting
wait.
project.
Oh, different segment. Never mind.
Yeah.
Moving on.
What have you been working on?
This is the currently in process.
Yeah. I am working on my second Velocore.
Ooh. Remind us what that is.
That is a very cute slip stitch pattern, garter stitch and slip stitch pattern from Andrea Mowry. I finished, blah, 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 blah. But it's my second one.
You finished the first one?
Yeah, but that's for later.
Oh, sorry. Spoilers.
No worries. Sometimes these segments come together. Worlds collide. So like I said on this trip, I had ample knitting time. And I was able to try out the Gideon method. The Gideon method.
Uh-huh.
The what?
Gideon method. We've talked about it before.
Remember, it was like you spend so many hours on one thing and then you move.
Yeah.
That requires focus. I apparently don't have that kind of focus.
No, it's not so much focus. It's hyper focus, Karin. I think you could access hyper focus, which is different than focus.
I could. I totally could.
Yeah.
I go down so many rabbit holes.
Right. So
because of that.
It's a fixation focus thing.
Yeah.
So you set a timer and you pick 5 projects that you've started and have been ignoring and want to finish. So that is easy to find. What's hard is which 5 to start
Only
with.
5?
Yeah. So you do 12 hours of committed work time on that object or project, and then you set a timer, you keep the timer going when you're working on it, and then when 12 hours is done, you stop wherever you are, stop, drop, and roll, and then you move on to the next project on your list. So I thought I would actually be able to do a full cycle because I had 9 days away.
That's a lot of knitting time.
But I just had like 3 cycles because I was cheating a little bit because I think this is in the rules if I read the blog post right about it, which it doesn't have to be like your only knitting time. So I was trying to keep a daily goal on Velocore, which the goal I set was at the these garter stitch stripes. I was trying to do 4 sets of the main color and contrast colors, which takes about an hour and a half. But then the way the trip was going, the days would get out of hand. So it was like either I'm only doing Gideon method or I'm doing my daily goal knitting. So anyway, I got through 3 cycles. It's pretty cool. I could see myself following through with it.
That's great.
On vacation, that's kind of hard to do too because there's other things going on.
Also,
if only. Not on this trip.
Not on this trip.
Yeah.
This was a great knitting trip.
Right. That's how I'm framing it. So Gideon method's pretty cool. So what did I work on? I worked on I have to admit that 2 of my samples aren't ready. So I worked on my Morning Light shawl sample, which is a very pretty crocheted shawl. And you'll have to forgive me, designer of that. I do not have your name handy. Thank you.
It was a very pretty picture.
It's Very
Gorgeous.
lovely. Really, really fun crocheted shawl. So you're making both your edge borders as you go from the tiny edge of a triangle till it gets wider, and then you decrease down, and your edge is done as you go. And it's real clever and cute use of V-stitches and shells, and it's really fast. I think I'll have
2 colors?
one color.
1 color. Okay. I must be
I'm
looking at something
making
different.
2.
Of course.
Oh, you're thinking of Lazy Girl.
What is
Lazy
it?
Girl.
What's the name of it?
Morning Light.
Morning Light. Okay.
Yeah. I then worked on my Lazy Girl. So I think in the 12 hours, I'm going to finish 2 of the Morning Light. I had to pause because I ran out of yarn and I was somewhere remote, but I have since gotten my missing balls of yarn.
It is Morning Light by C.J. Brady.
Gorgeous. Gorgeous pattern.
Yeah,
Real
that's
easy.
nice.
The other one is Lazy Girl. If you don't have that in your library already, you are SOL.
Oh.
That's that.
It's no longer available?
It's not offered on Ravelry anymore, so I
Mm.
believe it would be considered technically out of print. It's real cute.
You can't go to the Lazy Girl website?
She doesn't have any presence online whatsoever. Kind of like
someone else. Yeah, I know that.
some other people.
Some other people
some
we
other designers have done that, and that's that, which I believe copyright says that's out of print now.
Yeah.
But it's really cute. So hopefully you added it to your library a long time ago. And that one I'm doing out of hedgehog fibers. It is going to be as light as air. It's out of her Kid Silk K's kind of yarn. And then it's a cashmere. And they're both, like the cashmere blend is like 330 yards for 50 grams.
Wow.
And the Kid Silk K's one, which is not what she calls it, of course, but is
Silk Mohair blend?
Yeah, it's 400 to 50 grams.
Wow.
Which I had forgotten when I went to weigh it to see how close to halfway I was getting, and one was like 37 and one was 44 grams, and I was like, 37? And this started at 100 grams? What am I going to do? Oh wait, no, you were 50 grams when you started, little ball. Lazy Girl's going to take 3 cycles, maybe 4 cycles. It's real fun and just not as fast because it's knitting. I mean, that is the truth about knitting and crochet.
It's like a denser fabric too, because crochet is like a lacy thing. Or
it's a very lacy because it's really pretty V stitches. So it's the epitome of crocheted lace.
V stitches.
Lots of ground covered quickly and beautifully. Then I got to work on my sorrel, which I don't think I brought. I didn't bring it.
I'm so motivated to finish that, but
it's
I've got
gorgeous.
I feel like I'm the only person who has not started one.
It's very fun.
But I have helped somebody enough that I
feel like you're making
feel like
it.
I'm working on it too.
I want to make the summer weight like she's making.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So there's 2 versions of sorrel. There's a winter one that is a strand of fingering and a strand of mohair, and then there's a summer one that I think is just a strand of fingering. I think it might call for sport or DK, but easily done in fingering weight because it's 24 stitches to 4 inches. So the sorrel is kind of like winter one is kind of a mock turtleneck start. Short rows are at the end, which is of the yoke, which is interesting.
I did
excuse me.
The strange brews like that. You knit the whole yoke and then you do short rows right before you split for the underarm.
Yeah, I think it's smart. And then the summer one was composed second, and it has the short rows happening in the stitch pattern, which is more challenging for sure.
Yeah.
But it starts with an I-cord cast on.
Yeah.
So pretty. And it's more of like a scoopy crew neck.
That's the summer one? Yeah.
Yeah, which I'm sure I'll make in the future. But Karin, I'm just going to have to knit my sorrel around you because it's so pretty. And yours is gorgeous because it's that dye that you did. It's so fun. I am
so freaking close because I'm
on
Sleeve Island.
Are you like in the boring part? Okay, you're in the boring
Sleeve
part.
Island.
Sleeves don't take that long. If you buckle down, they don't take that long.
All the fun is in the yoke of these sweaters.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, the fun's over. I mean, it's not over because the colors are the gradient is pretty, but right now the idea of having the weight of a
sure.
mohair blend sweater on my
Forget
lap.
about it.
That's why you knitted a table.
I'm at the cute
To the air
compact.
conditioning.
You missed all your Saturday opportunities. Okay.
I was helping people.
Things that are coming up on the list are.
Does that count?
Does what count?
Future knits.
Oh, that you up on your Gideon list.
Oh, yeah.
I thought you were just gonna tell me things you were gonna cast on next.
Well,
and I was teasing you.
I am gonna do that.
That's
Okay.
fine.
Those are pretty
Because
swatches.
I swatch, so I'm working on it.
Yeah. That you've started it.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So there's 2 more things on my Gideon list, which are to finish my blue stripes.
Yeah.
Another Andrea Mowry.
I think it's stripes.
Yeah. That's right.
You're such a prolific multi-sweater knitter.
Yeah. And wins the prize for like most sweaters finished.
And the 5th thing is the secret project. So sorry.
Oh, secret.
You guys know the secret.
I do?
You do.
Oh, okay. Oh, I know what the secret is.
Okay.
Which I'll continue doing my part after I get back.
That's fine. I recently learned that Lorna's Laces is officially closed down now.
Mm-hmm.
I missed the boat on hearing about that, so I missed their warehouse sale and shutting down their website and all that. So the day I heard about it was the day she's like, I'm fully closed.
Oh.
So I got thinking, what is the one color? I mean, I've loved Lorna's Laces forever. They were the first luxury brand I really met.
Yeah.
It's gone through at least 3 sets of owners since the original owner, I want to say.
Maybe.
Because there was Lorna
Meisner, or Meisner, something.
Lorna.
There was Lorna.
Yeah.
Lorna.
And then, I thought it was just Amanda or someone between.
There was this lady in Colorado who is
not Amanda.
not the person who shut it, who most recently owned it.
Who owned it and expanded a second line.
Mm-hmm. So this means Miss Crosby has also shut down.
Yeah.
Which was gorgeous yarn. I didn't quite have the love for it just because you love your first, right? So what is the one color I would be really sad and missing? And I've never seen in any other yarn company.
Zombie barbecue.
Duh.
Zombie barbecue.
Yeah. Okay.
We love zombie barbecue.
So I've been scooping up all the zombie barbecue online that I could find. So at one website, I found 3 hanks of the worsted and 2 hanks of the shepherd sock.
Nice.
Which I don't really like the other. What is that other sock?
Oh, the soulmate.
Oh,
Yeah,
soulmate.
soulmate.
Yeah.
I don't
It's got a weird texture.
and it never took the colors as
deeply. No,
yeah.
no.
So serendipitously from Pom Pom
Ooh.
Winter 2020, which is issue.
That's the new. That's
No.
last fall. Yeah.
Winter. It's issue 35. Which is gorgeous, and I bought it, and I was like, I want to make everything, but then I was like, oh, I don't actually want to make anything.
Until.
But then, Proffer by Alice Catano is a 2 strands of fingering weight held together, knitted at 17 stitches for 4 inches.
Oh.
Can I see the picture of it?
Yeah, reverse. Well,
Plus, I love that cover picture. It's
gorgeous.
gorgeous.
The sweater on the cover I do want to make, but
And I love it's a guy on the cover. But I would wear his sweater.
That's cute.
It is.
It's got double pockets.
Yeah. Okay.
Just flick it
So
over.
it's 4 colors, A, B,
Oh,
C, D.
yeah.
Okay.
I have this green from Jojo Land Ballad that I've been hoarding that I bought at Twisted and PDX a few years ago called Trekking Green. It's this really rich forest green. And I'm going to make that and Zombie Barbecue the body of the sweater. So this sweater is a button-down cardigan with a shawl
very
collar.
cute.
The body is 2 colors, A and C held together, I think. The sleeves are A and B. So I'm having trouble picking my B color.
Okay.
And then the
That's
pockets.
the sleeves you said?
Yeah, the
Okay.
pockets are made of C and B together. And D, which is just a hot color that you throw in there.
Yeah.
D and C.
Like a one-off thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Zombie Barbecue is meant to look like a zombie that you caught on fire. And I don't know what you call this kind of stacked dyeing that Lorna's always
I
has
thought
done.
it was supposed to be like a wound because it was like the green
Oh, that's
skin
good
and
too.
then the red and the purple of the bruise. It's like red blood and purple bruise and
Yeah.
seeing green
I
zombie
could see
skin.
that. Yeah.
That sounds disgusting, but it's a beautiful
It's
colorway.
gorgeous.
It also reminds me, it's a little Christmassy.
Yeah.
But
it's a red.
Yep.
And that touches the green. It doesn't touch the green, but in between is this like purpley, blacky
bruise color.
Yeah. And then it goes from an olive, like a darkish olive, on to like a very yellow spring green. And it's gorgeous.
Yeah.
It's absolutely gorgeous.
It's a good color. That was my favorite when those colors came out because I bought Zombie Barbecue, Unicorn Parade, and Robot Overlord, which I was a big fan of Robot Overlord too.
Is gorgeous. Okay. So A and C are solidly decided.
Great.
That this is going to be the body of the sweater.
Love it.
When I was afraid I didn't have enough yardage, and it would have to be the sleeves, and I'm just not into that as the sleeves. I want the most of it to be this is like wonderful color.
Dark foresty green.
Yeah.
Okay.
So is it gonna be a lettuce from Malabrigo? If you guys can picture it, it's a very yummy yellow grass green or lettuce green.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the first choice. Can you see it, Karin? Body, sleeves.
Oh, I like that. I like the blend of it.
Okay.
I'm not sold.
Okay.
But what are my other choices?
Oh, I like that better.
Okay. I think I like that better too, but I don't love what would be the pockets.
Well, the pockets and the sleeves don't touch each other.
No, it goes here, but I don't love this piece of fabric.
You don't like that for the pocket.
Yeah, I don't like the red and zombie barbecue together.
No.
So what? And I actually am leaning toward the red and green together.
I like the red and green.
Mm-hmm.
What about the red and green under? Yeah.
So body, sleeves.
Yeah. And then this would be the big pocket if you follow the pattern.
I like that. Yeah.
Okay, I like this.
Yeah.
I agree. So I like the body as planned, zombie barbecue in the dark green, and a like scarlety red and the dark green.
The zombie barbecue and the scarlet red connect.
Yeah.
Plus, there's a little bit
like
of
I thought
dark
this was
green,
ended up
green.
being not different.
Yeah, they're too
enough.
similar.
Yeah.
Okay, but the pocket is supposed to be made of C and B. So C is the zombie barbecue and B would be the red, and I don't really like it. It really like amps up the yellow.
It's supposed to be. Like you don't have to.
Yeah, exactly.
You can do whatever you want.
That's what I wanted you to say.
Okay.
Because I love the lettuce.
Yes, I like that too.
I love this.
I like
lettuce.
it.
Yeah, let the lettuce be the pocket.
So I'm going to put an E color in.
I wouldn't worry about the pockets.
Yeah.
At this point.
And the I love the purple as like
The
I
purple
hated
is
the
cute.
purple in the sleeve. That was a hell no.
Yeah, if you had.
But I like that.
That's very
definitely
cute.
the lettuce
like,
with the
like this.
Yes.
Yeah.
And none of that.
Yes. It's too bad this is an audio podcast.
Sorry, guys.
You can't see. Maybe
Yeah,
we
we
take a
can
picture of a swatch.
take
or something.
pictures and put them on
I will. That's the thing I'm going to do next, too. I think this is the winning, so thanks for being there, guys.
Mm-hmm. I'm glad we all decided together.
Yeah. The thing I realized, because I should have actually just made these swatches separately so that I could have mixed and
Moved them
matched
around,
together. But I did them all in one long strip. I did block them because someone watching me make my swatch, my student was watching me make my swatch in class last night and wondering if I was going to block it. My gauge did not change. But I can see them better. They all look prettier together than they did last night. This is not a color decision to make under yellow lights, too.
No,
just to
you
say.
need some real lighting.
So proffer.
Yeah,
which like nobody's making. It was
It's
not
so
helpful on
cool.
Ravelry. There's like 7 projects and 2 of them are the 2 sample sweaters, which are gorgeous. So issue 35 of Pom Pom, guys. Check out proffer. You probably have something fun in your stash that you can put together.
It's just something about that cover.
I love
about
the cover
the
sweater.
hot pink and salmon with black. I
It's
love
very
it.
reminiscent of the colors of your sweater
that you're wearing right now.
And look,
Which I just realized my water bottle perfectly
Oh yeah,
matches Karen's
oh my
sweater,
gosh,
too.
so cute.
See,
It's hot pink with that kind of peachy.
and my
color.
nails.
Yep.
Okay, these nails are 3 weeks old.
Nice.
Wow, yeah, they look the same as when we recorded the Book Kept podcast.
Yeah.
The cover sweater of issue 35 is called Fox Thoughts by
That's
Kitsune
gorgeous.
no Omoi. Nope, that's not right. That's the name in Japanese.
Kitsune is fox.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, that's cool that you knew that. I'm sorry. I look as I read that
Don't
and
know
saying
why I know
that's
that.
the name. I look over here and it says it's by Hiroko Pain. So Fox Thoughts by Hiroko Pain. That's the cover sweater that we're all gushing over. And you can make a cardigan or
the cardigan's
a
really
pullover.
pretty.
Yeah, they're both gorgeous.
It's a Stephen West thing, and I love Stephen West, but I never finish anything by Stephen West.
This issue just has Stephen West stuff in it. That sweater's not by him.
Oh, that's not his?
No, it's Hiroko Pain.
Well, it's confusing because right next to the sweater in the same colored font says Stephen West.
Yeah, but his object did not make it on the cover.
Wow, someone made it on the cover, but wow, that's because they go by project, not by person, which is awesome.
I mean, as always, everything in here is cool.
Yeah.
But sometimes I want to make more things than other times.
Yeah. I understand.
And sometimes, like, what is was it 37 is the summer ones with the cute tops in it?
Yeah, or 38, I don't remember.
I think 38's the one coming. Does that sound right? You bought it, Karin.
I don't remember.
No?
Yes, 38
so
is the one that's on
on
pre-order.
I think I want one thing, which I wanted the kind of starburst lace work over the yoke. It's a yellow sweater in the book. But instead I'm going to make the cover sweater longer.
Okay.
Like, I don't ever start with the thing I bought the book for. It's a strange habit with those for me.
I bought that issue for the crocheted sweater that's in it, and then I started it and decided I hated the stitch, and I was never going to make a whole sweater in that stitch, so I gave up. And I started a different sweater, but now I own that issue. So is that the end of your list of things?
Those are the things I've been working on.
Nice.
Dun, 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 dun.
Dun, dun, dun. I am working on my second Rainbow in the Storm sweater for me. I'm doing it along with my class, so I'm hoping to be ready to divide for my sleeves on. I might get there tonight, actually. I'm supposed to be there by Saturday, but I think I might get there this evening.
Show us your colors.
So the bottom is like periwinkly blues and like a little touch aqua, some purples, and then it goes into this like purpley with like a dash of orange and like a teal. I don't know if those have like
it's a neon
names.
It's got some beautiful like neon green and teal.
Yeah, my third color is it's the same one that's in this sweater, but it pulled differently. But I put it in both of them in the same place, the third stripe. I didn't notice. It's like a tealy, like a lighter teal and white with some bright speckles and stuff in it. And then I just got to my fourth color, which is a hedgehog fibers, and I think this color is called Pesto.
Oh, how cute!
And it's
I love hedgehog
it's like a creamy
fibers.
base with like a neon green speckly. There's like some little touches of pink and purple in there. I've had this yarn in my stash for years, and it has been in many projects. Excuse me. So I'm working on that. I'm still on the body. I have to figure out what I'm doing for my other is it 3 colors past? 1, 2, 3? Because I thought I had it figured out, but now I'm looking at my project bag. I think there's only 2 colors in it, so I took a picture at one point. I'll have to track down what that third color was. I don't remember.
You gotta love picture documenting.
Yes. I remember I took all my fingering weight yarn out that I had at home. I dumped it all on my rug, and I played, like, for an hour trying to come up with 7 colors that matched. And I did, but now I'm like, well, I gotta figure out what that was, because now I don't remember. So I'm working on that. I was also working on Simple Edition, which is a different 1x1 ribbed pullover. That one's in like a worsted weight yarn. And it's in this really multicolory, I didn't bring it with me, like purple that I got from the stash swap. And it's like a hand-dyed merino in really bright shades of purple and pink.
Ooh.
And I got through the first skein, and then I started the second one, and I don't know what I was thinking. I didn't blend them because they could clearly need blending.
Uh-oh.
So I've got like a harsh line right across the front. And so I put it in timeout because I have to decide if I'm going back or if I'm gonna, I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. I think I have to rip some out and maybe blend into the next one, but it was like just at the point where I had already divided my front and the back, and so it's gonna take some thinking. So I put that on hold because I didn't want to think about it.
Not cool.
No. I'm also working on a quilt. The pattern's called Picnic Time, and it's free from the Fat Quarter Shop.
Cute.
You can download a free pattern. I had
Ooh, I love those colors.
I had a Fat Quarter bundle of reds, and I was going to put it on a white base, but I didn't have white at the time, and I didn't want to go shopping, but I had a couple yards of this, like, dark teal, and I love red and teal
I love it.
together.
Yeah.
Like a turquoise color. So all the blocks are done, all the sashing is done, it needs a border, and then I need to turn it into a quilt, but the top is pretty much done.
I love those colors.
I love it, too. I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but I think I'm keeping this one for myself. I really like it. I'm not red's not one of my favorite colors, but I love it with the turquoise.
You put it with the turquoise, and it's no longer just a red.
Yeah.
The turquoise is so striking.
Your sashing is making the cutest little 9-patch.
I know.
Yeah.
Cute. Those little secondary units.
That's fabulous.
That. I took my sewing machine home with me last weekend, which I don't sew at home because I don't have space for it. So if I want to sew, I have to come here. And I knew I wanted to work on this quilt, but I didn't want to drive because I didn't have another excuse to be here last weekend to teach or anything. So I took my sewing machine home and my little fold-up table, and I set up a tiny little shop, and I made all the blocks last weekend, which was great because it was small little contained things. All the pieces were cut. I just had to zip them through my sewing machine. Yep. So that was fun. I had a nice weekend last weekend, staying home and working on that. I got all the blocks done. I just finished putting the sashings together today. So that'll be done soon-ish.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
It's gorgeous.
Thank you. Those are the two things that I am currently working on.
How are you thinking of quilting that?
Yeah, I haven't decided yet.
It's got nice big spaces for free motion.
Yeah, I don't know if I want a free motion. I was thinking like
Or
a straight line thing.
Straight line on a diagonal would be cool.
Yeah, I haven't decided.
Because it mimics other you have diagonal lines in there also.
Yeah. I made the pattern has. Oh, you know what? Talk amongst yourselves really quick.
Okay. All right. Sounds good. Have you been quilting anything lately?
No, because this sweater has got my life. However, I have
the sweater that ate my life.
So, I know the moment I told myself I'm not buying any yarn until I work on some projects, I would throw that idea out the window and completely go overboard and order because, I'm supporting some small indie dyers.
Oh, look at that.
So the pattern has a free addition to make a pillow cover, and I was thinking about alternating between the red as the background and the turquoise as the background. So this was my test block of
It's
teal.
a placemat.
It's a pillow.
Oh, it's a pillow cover.
She made the pillow cover.
I made the pillow.
Oh.
I was going to alternate between teal background, red background, but I didn't like the way they looked next to each other. There was just too much going on.
Mm-hmm.
So this was my test block. And the way I quilted this was just sewed a 1/4 inch from each seam. And I kind of like the way it kind of poofs it out. But there's no good way to transition between them that well. So I haven't decided yet how I'm going to quilt it. But now I have a pillow cover that matches.
Yeah, the quilting of the pillow cover looks real cool.
Yeah.
It also makes really cool placemats. You can make
any quilt block could be a placemat, right?
Yeah, it's a square placemat, but I like the look of a square placemat sometimes.
It's like a 15-inch finished or 15.5 inch, which is not a pillow sham size or a pillow insert that I had on hand, or I don't know if I could find. I might have to make one, but so it doesn't have a pillow insert in it yet, but
it looks cool nonetheless.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And what a smart way to practice a block.
Yeah, in my mind, I was like, well, maybe I won't do the sashings and I'll just put them next to each other because I had this idea of big contrast, but there's already such a contrast with the red and the teal that it didn't need anymore. It was hurting my eyeballs. So
you made the right choice.
It was fun.
Gorgeous.
Well, why don't we do what we finished then?
Cool. What have you finished, Karin?
What did I finish? Did I talk about the Daphne blanket last time?
I think you did.
I know. I think it was in progress.
Yeah.
And then it was finished. Yeah, because I used all the little mini skeins, but that was a really nice, quick,
really cute.
Really cute blanket. That might be the only thing I actually
was
finished.
that like a kit from the
Not
mini skeins?
I know,
but where did you get the mini?
So the mini skeins were 24 little mini balls of I can't think of the name of it. Squishy, I think. Squishy DK from Knit Picks. And they end up being less than $1 each because it was $20 for 24 mini skeins. And they had quite a lot of yardage on each one. I have a little bits of every one of them. So
Could you go the other direction? Like
well,
the opposite direction, which is right?
it's like each triangle has 6 color stripes. So every stripe throughout is different. So I kind of just pulled them together by type. So one is more pastels. I might have doubled up on a couple of them because I had a white and I didn't want white. With my main color was already white with colored speckles on it.
It's a real cute main color.
Yeah, so
Nice.
That is a cute pattern.
And that was by Tony. What's her last name? I can't even.
TL Yarn Crafts.
TL Yarn Crafts.
Whatever.
Yeah,
the
you
hell
find
stands
her.
for.
Tony
her.
Lipsy. That's
She's
it.
so cute.
Tony Lipsy. Lipsey. And
She has a whole book out of like all Tunisian. Did you get
I
it?
pre-ordered.
All
First day
right.
came. Yep. I'm waiting for it.
Nice.
All right.
Oh god, I've been so bad at yarn. After we're done with the finished options, let's talk about our yarn shopping addiction. Mine
No.
anyway. No.
I mean,
we don't need to guilt
I'm
anybody.
happy to hear about
I'm not
what you
guilty.
bought,
I'm not
but
guilt. I'm not
gonna-
guilting it.
I'm not going to frame
I'm
it
not
as an
bragging either.
addiction, whether or not it is.
Not an addiction. It's not a problem.
An impulse.
Yeah.
Yes.
A
yes.
compulsion?
Habit compulsion is
Compulsion,
fair.
yeah.
I don't feel like that's too
I
negative.
don't give into it too often.
I do.
But then when I do, I just whoosh
Yeah.
a lot, so much.
Yep.
That rush
Anyway,
of dopamine. I mean,
It's just so exciting to buy a thing.
yeah.
You know, it could be almost anything. I'm like, oh, it's so fun to buy things.
Yeah, I almost bought a watermelon sharpener, pencil sharpener.
I was
like
curious
that's
what a
so
watermelon sharpener
cute.
was and why your watermelon needed sharpening.
Don't you know? Right next to frozen honey.
Yeah.
Sharp watermelons.
Is that like hard lemonade?
Maybe. Oh, I like that. We're getting somewhere.
Well,
Who
what
else
did you
is
finish,
finished?
Anne?
Yeah.
Okay, so I finished the things I was working on in the last month. I finished the sweaters. I finished my husband's A's button-down T-shirts, and we wore them. I mean, he wore them. He wore them to the A's game. He wore one of them. And then I did finish my first Bellecour, as I previewed in our last segment.
Yep.
This sweater, I think it calls for 3s. She often uses US 3s, which is a little bit of a small needle for sweater making. So this is garter stitch with a mini cable, and those rows take 12 minutes each. So it takes an hour and a half for me to do 8 rows, which is kind of slow for me. And also when you like absolutely know your max speed on something, it's little
hard
depressing.
to keep going, yeah.
Because
You do
like,
the calculation, you're like, oh, 12 hours, great.
Yep.
I don't want to calculate.
So
I'm always disappointed when I do that. I don't know why I keep doing
I
it.
know. So that's what it just took a lot longer than I expected. So it was not finished in time to wear to the A's game. I finished the skirt of my dreams, but it's actually a little bit still in prototype, so I don't want to tell you more, but I'm going to tell you more next month.
Okay.
Had I finished my first Bellecour, which was very much in the Oakland A's colors, I was going to wear the skirt of my dreams because it's not key the colors I chose. It's more the like patterns that have to come together to make this skirt. But
is this what you asked us about once?
Yeah.
Okay.
But you would love this skirt, Katie. It's made in the color Clementine.
Okay.
It's the Kona cotton color Clementine.
Yeah.
It's a little teeny bit oranger than the yellow that you're wearing right now.
Okay.
And then I think this is a very old Tula pink. It was called Zuma.
Yep.
And it's in the same like clementine color with like a very, I think it's cream background, but it like when your eye looks at it because it's thin stripes, it almost looks like a soft butter yellow, and then with another buttery yellow.
Nice.
It could be the skirt of your dreams too.
I love those. So this is my Reese's Pieces /
I love
70s
it so much.
fast food worker shirt. It's brown and it's got like a bright
my-
orange on the yoke and yellow sleeves, and I think my
Oh my God.
neckline is yellow.
That was Burger
love it.
King. That was
Yeah.
my Burger King uniform in 1980 something.
Yep.
Oh, It's so cute.
I love
No,
the shirt.
79 something.
You could wear it with the skirt I'm describing, but I'm gonna stop.
Okay.
Only
Had-
that's way cuter and more
Yeah.
comfortable.
Because it was probably polyester. The one
Oh,
that you
yeah.
ordered
Thick
at Burger
oh
King.
my god, thick polyester next to a fry.
Oh, gross. It's amazing
So
you didn't catch on fire, right? Or encapsulate in polyester.
Oh, I did get a second degree burn,
Ooh.
but that's another story
That's
for
a
another
story
day.
for another day.
Okay. So my first Bellicor is complete, and it is very cute.
Nice.
I have not worn it yet because it isn't colors I wear normally.
Uh-huh.
I got
It's
a
outside
lot,
of your wheelhouse, but
yeah, I got a lot more attention knitting a team color knit
game?
at the game
Yeah.
than I would have wearing it because no one complimented
No.
Kevin's matching mask and shirt.
What?
Which was A's fabric all over. And no, like I was wearing my favorite lemon dress, which is white with big yellow lemons and olive green
Uh-huh.
leaves. So we were like super team spirit in how we were dressed, but I got a lot more attention.
'Cause you were knitting.
I had a lady earlier in the day ask me if I would make her a sweater, which I, in a group of about 15 people, said no,
No.
the correct answer.
A lady
Yeah.
you didn't know.
A complete stranger
Yeah,
that I will
no.
never
Sorry,
see
ma'am.
again.
no.
Yeah, like what a stupid thing to say. She was giving a presentation. I was like sewing the buttons on Kevin's shirt. And then I was knitting on my thing, and Kevin's like, I think she's annoyed by you. And I'm like, I don't care.
Yeah, do I care?
I don't want to be at this presentation.
Turns out she was fascinated by what you're doing and
Maybe.
envious.
Because she
Maybe.
did, when I said no, she's like, oh, my daughter knits. She's really good at it. I just
Well,
can't
good,
do
ask
it."
My daughter did it.
Yeah, I'm like,
You a
"Okay."
sweater?
Yeah. Anyway.
Moving on.
There was like a third annoying comment. So like I got a lot of attention, but not all of it was like good.
Oh.
There was somebody else in the course of the day that was like, you guys know. You know
Yeah.
how it is. Why you think somebody with pointy sticks wants to be talked to, I don't understand.
You know, I used to knit on the bus a lot because I used to have to take the bus to school. And so sometimes it would be like will you knit me a whatever. And so every time, and I'd have like headphones on, like I didn't look like I wanted to be
Clearly,
talked to.
don't talk to me. Yeah.
And I remember one time I was like grumpy because this older man was coming up to me to talk to me, and I was like, ugh, like I'm busy.
Yeah.
And he like pulled up his like slacks to show me hand knitted socks. He was like, my wife made these for me, and I was like, oh, that's so cute. I felt bad, but I was like, oh, I don't want to talk to you.
Yeah, I mean, when you've been abused by all the other people, you know what? I was just thinking like a great response if it was like the same crowd all the time.
Uh-huh.
Like go to the thrift store, buy something ugly knitted, and then
I knitted this for you.
present it to them. Okay, guys, that's the solution. If someone you do see that you can get back at
Yeah.
asks you to knit something for them, go find some horse show from the thrift store. I'm sorry to criticize anyone else's handmade goods. It could be a store-bought thing.
Yeah, they don't
Somebody's
know.
dumb
Do they
enough.
know the difference? Just
Yeah.
take the tag off.
Yep. Somebody dumb enough to ask you to knit for them.
Yeah, they're not going to look at the seams to
Is
know.
this a search seam, or did you see? Is this a mattress stitch?
All right, hit the thrift stores, everybody. This is a good solution.
Yeah, I figured it out.
But charge them
Right,
Oh,
present
yeah.
them,
slightly less than the
present them
handed
with
price.
an invoice.
Sweater, it'll
and
be
the ugliest sweater you
$80.
can buy.
This is a bargain. If you knew how much it would cost you if I actually did this,
Okay, you just
I'm
You
giving
can't
the friends
afford-
and family discount.
you can't afford me.
That's good. Well, you could then maybe just get one sweater and reuse it because they're not gonna take it.
You just gotta know the thrift store that they donate to,
Yeah.
and then you go pick it up again.
Oh,
We're
that's
solving
funny.
the
funny.
world's problems here.
Woo.
So that's pretty much it. I mean, I like you in your beautiful slipped stitch sweater. It took a lot of effort. And mine had no sleeves, not even cute little short ones. It's just, it makes its own little cap sleeve.
Yeah.
But it took a lot longer than I would have assessed it at.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because I at least have either 6 or 8 stitches in between my slip stitch.
These are
So I get a little
5
bit of
stitch
a
repeat.
so-
So cable 3, cable 3, cable 3. And it's like a mock cable. It's just that it's not as fast as zooming by and
No.
only knitting or purling.
Just a little slower.
But it does have a real nice texture.
It's
Like,
very.
I
It
pretty
does.
much,
It's
yeah.
very pretty.
I
So-
thought
And I
about
like
making one, but then
the
I remembered
the
you saying
occasional
it's a little-
stripe that's a different color.
I think it's worth the time, which is why I'm making a second one. The other reason I'm making a second one is these are colors I will wear more
I
often,
like those a
which
lot.
I did not describe when I was talking about what I'm making. My new one is aqua, like a soft
Matches your water
minty
bottle.
aqua, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like almost a sky blue, but with a tint of mint. And
That's a really great way of describing it, actually.
and then a navy blue and a copper as my like occasional contrast color.
Very cute.
I love it. I will wear this all the time. You will be tired of seeing it.
Yeah.
But more, Andrea Mowry, stop it.
Yeah, I know,
Stop
right?
it. Stop it. What have you finished?
I made a quilt for my aunt for her
Ooh.
birthday. I'm looking to see if I took a photo. I think I probably did.
So.
Yes, I did. So she and my uncle love camping. She's a big fan of bears. Like, she's always watching like the live bear cam with them
Oh, that's
catching
so
the salmon.
cool. Me too.
Aww.
So I found this fat quarter in my stash that I bought in Alaska that's got bears all over it, like photorealistic bears, not like cartoon bears.
Mm-hmm.
And I pulled out a bunch of stash fabric, so it's very scrappy. It's got, I found some Smokey the Bear fabric, this fabric with like sequoia trees, and then like some darker brown like batiks and like a dark green print, so you can pass it around. I put them
that's
into
beautiful.
like little scrappy
like they're
half square
peeking
triangles.
out.
I know some of them are
so
like so perfectly
cute.
centered in their little triangles. They're so cute.
Are those? Okay, it looked like Smokey the Bear in some of the poses looks like a Sasquatch a little bit.
I would have loved to put Sasquatch in. I don't know if you know this about me. I
have noticed.
I am a huge Bigfoot enthusiast.
Oh,
I'm a
so
little
cute.
Bigfoot enthusiast, which
No.
is why I don't want to like step
And I
on
love
your,
there's a
your-
green buffalo, a tiny green on green check
Yeah.
print that is really very campy. I love it.
I will tell you,
Campy in a good way. Camp.
Yeah,
Camp.
I will tell you that we did see a lot of cool wildlife
Yeah.
on our trip. It's easy to get lost in these areas that we were in. I've only ever seen does and their babies with them. I've never seen any bucks.
Oh yeah,
I saw 4.
that's awesome.
Yeah.
It's
I
a
saw
season,
wild
good season.
buffaloes in Wyoming.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, buffalo, I guess. Yeah.
I wasn't
cool.
far from elephants on Monday.
Okay.
Wait, you what?
I was like 10 feet away from elephants running.
That's cool.
We went down to the San Diego Safari Park
Oh.
and we did
Oh,
a
yeah.
private tour in the back. But
That's
it was
fun.
When we
really
went,
cool.
They weren't doing those, and I found that to be the worst zoo experience of my life.
Wait,
But I think
the zoo or the safari park?
the safari park. Yeah, I hated it.
We went there on our honeymoon. We had a great time. I got to feed a
I
rhino.
think it probably would be fun your way.
Oh, did you
and
do
your
the
way.
rhino friends?
We went on a little Jeep thing and got to drive out and feed the rhino.
We
Yep.
went too early in the pandemic
Oh.
reopening.
Yeah, there's probably not a whole lot to do.
It's a real I like zoos, but I don't love zoos. And when you take a zoo and then spread it all out by 50%,
Yep. It's
Then
very
I
cool, but
hate it.
Yeah,
But
it
I'm
had a
glad to hear
10%
you had a
chance
good
of
time.
rain. It turned out to be a 100% chance of rain
Ooh.
on Monday.
Yeah, this
For
this
about-
Monday when it rained on
Instead
us
of
too.
instead of 1 hour, it was like several hours, and then
Aw.
it stopped, and it was 80 degrees.
We have
And
these classic pictures of me and my brother and sister when we were younger. My grandparents took us to the wild animal park and it rained the whole time. So we have like these bright yellow ponchos. I have this great picture of like me, my brother, my sister in our bright yellow ponchos, and my grandpa, who was like twice as tall as us, who was like a relatively serious man in his bright yellow poncho. It was pretty great.
Aw.
So I know what
like
it's like to go to the wild animal park in the rain.
I
It's
like
pretty fun.
that.
Actually, it was fun because the weather wasn't bad and the animals were all very active.
Yeah.
Well, that's cool.
You know, we've gotten times where like
You don't see
everyone's
anything.
napping. It's
Yeah.
like that's
Yeah.
great.
Lame, I would call that.
Yeah.
Well, your quilt is really cute.
She liked it a lot. I put it together in like a day and I
Beautiful.
quilted it the following
That's a lot
day.
of piecing to get done in a day. Did you do
They're all
like,
half square triangles. I just cut out 6-inch squares and just started pairing them up and
Oh,
went
gotcha.
for it. But yeah, that was fun. I finished my cross stitch, which you both have probably
Yes,
seen
I
in our
saw it.
bathroom.
It's very cute.
It's very cute.
It says, "Wash your hands" in a little circle surrounded by like some pretty flowers. If you look close enough, I'm curious to see if you could tell where I missed a whole section.
Probably not.
There's a whole flower missing, which I intended to go back but now I don't think I'm going to. Because
No.
I'm going to look at it and be like,
Where's Walt?
So next time you go to the bathroom and you're washing your hands, look and see if you can find my missing flower.
I want it to be like a perfect daisy void or something.
No, it's not that noticeable,
Okay.
but you'll be like, why is that out there for no reason?
All right.
That was a pattern I bought on Etsy. I don't remember who it was for, but I just Googled, like, wash your hands, and it came up. It was very cute, and I had a great time.
Much better than the CDC signs.
Yeah, it's a little cuter than the CDC sign.
Yeah.
More personable.
I started that, like, halfway through the pandemic last year. Then I put it away for a long time, but I finished it, and it was fun, and it made me want to start another cross-stitch project, but I have not figured out what that is going to be.
Well, I was real proud of myself because I introduced my sister-in-law to Frosted Pumpkin.
Mm-hmm.
She's doing,
the stitchery?
Yeah. And she's doing, like, this really intense Yosemite fire falls picture
That's not a frosted pumpkin, is it?
No, not at all.
I'm like, oh.
So we were
Is
talking
it
about
one of those,
that.
like, full coverage picture?
Yeah. It's like it's going to be like an heirloom centerpiece of their home.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess she did like a wolves one for her husband. She's telling me she lost like some of the thread and the chart when she was halfway through, so she had to rebuy the whole kit.
Oh no!
But that's love, guys, right?
Yeah,
you would do that.
If I got to that point, I'd be like, well, sorry. Here's half a wolf.
Let's start a new one.
Here's just the tea.
I know. Actually, I was impressed that she was like willing to dig down with that, facing that kind of defeat. Honestly,
I have half of a Frosted Pumpkin Santa Claus piece somewhere.
Uh-oh.
I have literally no idea where. But if I unearth that, I could finish that.
Would you rebuy the kit to finish it if you were in that state?
There's other Frosted Pumpkins I might want to do instead. But I was looking back on my Instagram for a picture of something, and I saw that picture of Santa, and I was like, oh, he's so cute. I wonder where that is.
So, just so you know, Anne, Frosted Pumpkin is going to have another stitch along, an addendum to their Halloween town from last year. More Halloween stuff.
I might check it out because I was like eyeballing. There was a like all Halloween cross stitch magazine at Barnes and Noble yesterday.
Cute.
I was like, but I haven't done any of that felt stuff that I bought up in
the bear
in Bishop. So
I've taken those home, thinking out telling myself this is the Monday I'm going to do it. And then, or actually, no, I put it in my bag on a Sunday night, and then I took it out going, I'm not going to do that tomorrow. No, I'll save that. I'll have Anne do it first, and then I'll
sure. Hold your breath. It's the dogs. I'm blaming my dogs because they need like a lot of love.
Sure.
So I have to put my knitting
and
down.
Big.
Yeah, and
I
can't like do a tiny little piece thing when a dog wants to be on your lap. No.
My cat's very small, but she can take up a lot of space on a lap too.
I am sure.
Yeah.
Cats know how to do that.
Do that sometimes.
She only wants to sit on my lap if I'm in the middle of doing something that I'm focused on and I don't want to stop. Or if I'm eating my breakfast, which is, she doesn't eat people food, but she likes to smell what I'm eating. I'm like, I don't want you on my lap while I'm eating, and there's like cat hair floating around. I'm like, get out of here. I don't want you next to me while I'm trying to eat my breakfast.
I'm just imagining a wet little cat nose following your cereal spoon to your mouth.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's
I also made, James has this like really ratty old pair of pajama pants that used to be pajama pants, and then he made them into cutoffs because he was too sweaty. And so they were like ragged on the bottom, and I was like, wow, those are ugly. And I had my sewing machine at home, so I hemmed them for him really quick. And he was like, you could just make me new pajama pants.
You could.
And I was like, I could.
Of course you could.
I made 4 pairs of pajama pants.
Those pajama shorts are super fast and super fun.
2 of them are at home. One of them was a complete fail. Because I took his old pair and I made, like, I traced a pattern from it. Mm-hmm. But then I went to go, like, cut them out, and I found in my pattern stash an already made pattern that said James's size. And I was like, great. So I put them together, and James is not the same size anymore, apparently. Because I finished them, and I held them up to his, like, old ratty ones, and I was like, these are, they fit him, but they're also shorter.
Not quite what you
they weren't as comfy. So these I made based off of his old ones. So he has one pair at home that was like
those are
one.
Fun.
This is like a black background with big pizza slices on it.
Everywhere.
It's making me hungry to look at.
I want this one when I was sewing it with the ham and pineapple.
Yum.
So I did a tester one in like a green plaid. It worked well. I came back to my studio, and then I made both of these today. So
toppers. chicken and ranch, I think. Chicken Dijon ranch or whatever.
That sounds good.
Because it has Canadian bacon too.
Ooh,
Throw some pineapple in
that
that.
sounds great.
So good.
Those look like you could just wear them out. They're not like
Yeah,
even.
Yeah,
kind of
this is
Bermuda
like
shorty.
Yeah.
the other pairs of like a green geometric-y print. I don't know what it is.
I mean, it's like
had it in my stash.
it's like an Aboriginal type.
Yeah, it kind of reminds me of something like
A
that. It
little
was in
bit.
a stash with a bunch of other like Hawaiian print things
Ah,
that someone
yeah.
gave me, and I'm like, I guess I could kind of see that. Yeah. But it also kind of reminds me of like a tie.
Yes.
Like
Yeah.
that
It
looks
feels
like a tie
like
to me.
1960s.
Yeah.
Like a 1960s tiki party.
Well, now he has 3 successful new pairs of pajama pants and one that's going to be donated to the Goodwill, and
Nice.
they'll fit somebody. This is... So I made the pattern like by tracing his old ones, but I kind of followed along with the... I think the pattern's called 5 out of 4 is the pattern company. She has a free pajama pant pattern that's like
I've got
a million
something from
people
her.
have made.
Yeah.
But I had never done the elastic like we were talking about, where you zigzag it and flip it over and stitch it on.
That looks
Mhm.
great.
It was easy peasy, and I got my serger out. I changed the thread color on my serger to
Woo!
match. I was really committed.
Okay, I love the tag in the back.
Yes, because
When
he's
I
like,
So
yeah, how
important.
do I know which is...
Yes.
Because I didn't do the
Yeah.
whole button fly
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
So
I'm like,
important.
I don't want to do it.
No, not necessary.
Tag
no,
in the back.
I asked him, I was like, do I have to put a button fly on it? He's like, you don't have to. I'm like, great, not gonna.
Yep.
So I put tags on the back. This one has a little grosgrain ribbon. This one has a little piece of
Cute.
bias tape that I could find.
Adorable.
Because apparently I'm out of... I used to have many colors of ribbon, and I don't anymore.
I put a button on the front.
I've done that too, but I was like, well, this is
much cuter.
So I'm gonna
Yeah.
schedule some time with you, Anne, so you'll show me finally how to do the serger.
And you're going to be annoyed about how easy it is. But
Yeah.
that's fine. I've been
It'll
telling
be-
you that for years.
It'll be after I
Do
do
we-
my swimsuit, but
This
what-
might be off topic. Do we have a serger here? We don't
you
have.
guys
we
have
don't
multiple,
studio
not a
serger.
studio.
Okay,
no,
that's
we
what I
never
thought.
we never got
I
a
have
studio
2.
one.
I don't know how many you have, but I
Mine-
know it's more than one.
Mine is old. I have one. I have one
Okay.
serger. It's old and it needs servicing, and it's like,
We
I don't know what
talked
it's
about
from.
maybe, but then you guys are like, no, we got plenty.
well, mine works great except for when I start it. If I'm using it really like a lot, it slows down to like almost a crawl, and then I have to wait and let it rest because I think it's getting overheated.
Yeah.
So I don't use it very often, but I need to get it serviced, like all of my other machines that
Yeah.
also need to be serviced.
Mine
So
is probably due for a service
Yeah.
because it is actually kind of old. I think mine's like 15 years old, but
mine
I
looks
have
like it's
had
from
it
the
serviced.
80s. Someone gave it to me secondhand, and
Mm.
it works
They're
great most of the time.
workhorses.
Yeah.
I don't know how to do any of the fancy things.
Well, Grant House maybe.
Yeah, I have many things to get serviced.
Yep.
So I made the bear quilt, I made the cross stitch, I made pajama pants, and I made a present for Anne for her birthday.
Oh, that's
So she has to open it and
wonderful.
tell us
Okay.
what I made. her.
I am happy to do that.
It's not
And
technically her birthday yet,
No,
but
but
it
that's
is
fine.
a finished project.
because I got something in the mail today. I went home to pick up before I came over here. That was one of my 3 stops, and I'm like, I'll open it like a present. So we'll do the present.
Yeah, open your present.
Yay.
You only get it early because it's a finished project.
Yeah. I'll give you that back for some tags.
No, I have so many. I have
That
so much
paper's
ribbon, I
fun.
have to take it.
It's
All right.
holographic.
This is very cute wrapping paper. Yeah.
Yep. Leftover from a Christmas present.
I see that it's red on the other side. Ooh.
Ooh. Great
So this is-
quilting.
I love it. Oh, and it has bright green fleece.
I
Okay.
finished it.
Tell us about this thing.
Okay, so this is a lap quilt.
It's mine.
It's Anne's.
I love it.
It's like vintagey, like what do they call that?
It's like cherry
Reproduction
blossom and
and
stuff.
print.
Reproduction.
Like 30s reproduction.
Yeah,
Yep.
and it's like aquas and
Aqua
reds
and
and
red.
pinks and like a limey green.
Hot green. I love
This
it.
is a pattern called Jelly Roll Jam. It's another free one from Fat Quarter Shop, but I changed it because they take a jelly roll and turn it into 2 like baby quilts, and I'm like, I want one big quilt.
Yeah.
So, and then I had this lime green
So
fleece that I put on the
cute.
back, and I realized with the red binding, it looks a little like Grinch Christmassy. And I was like, Anne loves
which
green.
is
so-
totally good.
Of Christmas things, Grinch is one of my favorites.
Okay, good.
it's
So
like,
that's a little.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I
And
had
the
fun
air
doing.
conditioning's a little cold right
Yeah,
now.
you get to be cozy.
Okay, I was gonna turn it down, but usually
Alright.
I'm the one who's.
You can turn it down.
No, it's
Oh,
fine.
thank you.
You're welcome.
Aw.
I had fun doing like a bright red thread for the free motion
Yeah.
quilting on the front.
Oh, it looks so good.
I love. Yeah.
And I love the way you do the fleece. This is
It's
very
my
smart.
favorite way to make a quilt.
Very smart.
Yeah.
And
it's
it's
great because
soft and
the
supple.
fleece is like batting and backing in one.
Yeah.
And we don't live
it's so
anywhere where it's
smart.
freezing cold that you need a really heavy
No.
blanket. So it's like a perfect
Mm-hmm.
Southern California quilt.
Oh, I love it.
Oh, and it has
Thank
it. Wait, it's got a
you.
tag on it too.
Yeah,
What's the tag
it says,
say?
Happy birthday, Anne, made by Kaity, July 2021.
Yep.
The start of Leo season. That's when what July is.
The start of what?
Leo season.
Oh, okay. I knew that.
Of course. Because that would be important to you if it's not your zodiac sign.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
Well, those are my things I finished.
Wonderful. My favorite finished object segment of Katie's.
Yeah, because you got a quilt.
Thank you.
So she's opening a present that she
that I bought
her.
for myself.
That she bought for herself.
So I really love Lady Di.
Oh yeah.
And I often buy her kits. So this is the Candid and Colorful Complementary Skein. They're putting together this like huge book of patterns. I don't remember how many designers, but it's tons of BIPOC designers, and I pre-ordered it, and one of the pre-order like incentives was a skein of the yarn. It's
so many pretty colors.
Gorgeous aqua, soft pink, a grass green, kind of a red into rust, like into yellow, and a rusty orange, and then it goes back to the green and the pink and the blue. This is gorgeous. I feel like there's probably going to be something in the book that you could use this for, so I'm going to have to really resist.
I'd be interested to see it worked up into a thing.
Yeah.
Because it's going to be like highly variegated with lots of pops
or
everywhere.
Like lots of opportunity for pooling intentionally or not. It's really cute. I love that pink.
So pretty.
Yeah, the longest color length is in the blue, and then little short lengths of all these others.
Of course. So the last club I participated in was the Anne of Green Gables Ultimate Fan Club, and there's two greens that are sort of like this green and a pink that's very similar. I wonder if I could integrate them. Because I never want to make the thing that like is the suggested.
Hopefully by the time I get back, the Summer Palooza kit yarn will get
I think I got her summer kit last year, and it was the best thing ever because it went into my two of the three colors went into my rattlesnake.
Nice.
And that blue and white was like the most perfect. Like I couldn't have wished for a more perfect sky background.
Yeah, that was the perfect color.
So perfect. Okay, so that's the present I bought myself. You can buy the book, I'm sure. Lady Di, so LADYDYE yarns.com, and then I follow her on Instagram, and she's wonderful.
Well, since you just opened your presents, I guess we can let you start with what you've chosen our activity. You can't see this, but it looks like we're going to be taking shots. I don't know what we're doing, but I've got a tiny little red cup in front of me.
A row of cups.
Yep. I stopped at the Dollar Tree because I got these originally at the Dollar Tree.
Tiny little shot glasses.
They didn't have them anymore. I think I bought them to like help mix up little bats of dye or something. But they're perfect for what we're going to do tonight.
I'm intrigued. Anne hasn't told us what we're doing. She just said she's stopping for supplies.
So tonight, today I was like, oh, yay, we're meeting for the podcast. Hurrah. Oh, shoot. I have to choose the topic tonight.
Yep.
And I thought, in between my work
so many drinks.
What should we do? And it came to me at about 3:45.
Okay. Oh, you also can't see we have tiny birthday crowns on.
Yeah, we have little. I chose hot pink. Karin is wearing a gold glitter crown, and Katie took this soft princess pink.
I'm a princess.
Okay, so I was like, what would be fun? Never have I ever.
Okay.
So that's also a game that goes by 5 fingers, where you hold up 5 fingers and you put one down whenever you have done something someone declares. So we're not going to do it that way because, like, you can really just take your friends out.
Yeah.
Because
you know them.
Right? Yeah. So I was like, well, I'll make it like craft theme. Yeah, but I know. Yeah. We all know each other's
what we've done, what we haven't, and...
So I was thinking about it, I'm like, it's more fun as a drinking game, which is weird because I think this is sort of like a teenager's game.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah, we just called it Put a Finger Down.
But I think it's, it's a drinking game. Okay, so we all have to drive home.
So we have 5 cups instead of 5 fingers. Yes. Got it.
Okay, So I got a selection. You can either like hurt yourself by having caffeine after.
Chugging kombucha sounds terrible, though.
Well, you don't
Okay,
chug
you
it.
got my favorite
Just a
flavors
shot.
of kombucha
Yeah,
there. So
I mean, we don't have to do the caffeine.
No, I want caffeine.
Okay,
I want coffee.
all right, so Katie can do shots of
I've got
iced
cold
coffee.
brew.
Yep. There is mojito. I got 5 flavors. So if you just want to like pour yourself
kombucha
5
or tea?
flavors,
I
it's
guess it's
kombucha.
the same thing.
Yeah. All of it.
So I
is-
fill up my 5 cups with
Yeah.
my beverage of
Yes,
choice.
yeah.
Okay. You get some ASMR.
Well, if you're gonna do kombucha, I'd like to challenge you to take one of each flavor.
Awesome. Try them out.
nope. I didn't know if you wanted to open them all that way, but I
do.
totally will.
Yeah. Because
Thank
you
you for
can
getting
put them
coffee.
back in the fridge. You're welcome.
Yep.
So they're all ABV 0.5.
Okay.
Except the pink lady.
I'm gonna be driving home like
These
really
have,
on it, really focused.
Except Katie's cold
for me.
brew is no ABV.
Are
How-
these like
how much do I
regular
fill this
kombucha or
Oh, that's a lot.
Well,
added kombucha?
They're regular
look like
kombucha. I mean, these say classic kombucha, the ones that have
Oh.
the ABV on them.
Oh yeah, they don't have the thing.
The
where
dark
you-
brown bottles, right?
They don't have the ones where you have to
They do.
have it.
They do.
The brown bottles.
They're
Are
But
the
that's
brown
just
alcohol
bottles.
but that's just normal.
It must be 21.
Oh yeah, okay, it must be 21. Never mind.
So,
But these
Katie
are small.
sads she gets loopy on kombucha.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
I was
I have.
hoping.
on regular kombucha.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
no,
was
I have felt
hoping.
I'm going with coffee instead.
Fine.
And I'm gonna do a
That's
taste
fine,
test because
too.
I filled this one up to it.
I've not tried this kind of kombucha before.
So I googled a whole bunch of Never Have I Ever games.
Okay.
And I have a mix of crafting. Well, it's really knitting and sewing. I won't lie. Sorry, crocheters. And that came from Sweet Red Poppy, Yarn People, and Dana Gervais, who is someone I follow on Instagram.
Yeah, I follow both of those.
And Sweet Red Poppy had the sewing ones.
Fun.
So, and then they're mixed in with like some regular life ones.
You keep talking. I'm gonna grab a roll of paper towels because I feel like we might need
Good
it.
plan, because these are small
We
targets.
also have like electrical equipment. And,
Yep.
I've had the lemonade. It's the other one you're about to open. I have not poured yet.
We can trade because I think I need both those. So our kombucha flavors are Pink Lady Apple, which is a absolute favorite of mine.
Sounds awesome.
We have lemonade. We have original. We have one of their special flavors, GT special flavors, Summer Edition Unity Synergy,
Mm-hmm.
and mojito.
Oh yeah. Oh no, never mind. I like the trilogy one, but I think that's
I thought about it. I like that one too.
my
I
favorite
love the
is
blue
the-
one. I was hoping for the blue one.
the Pink Lady
Mm.
Apple is also delicious,
I
but I
love
like that
Pink
one from
Lady.
the whatever that other brand is,
I don't know.
in like a little squatty bottle.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, I can't think of it. My husband gets that one because it's on sale at Vaughn's more often.
Okay, so I figure instead of like
I like the super greens.
attacking each other, which we could easily
Yeah.
knock someone out.
Okay.
And never have I ever duplicated stitch any substantial project. You'd take me out right away. So these are all mixed up.
So
folded
are
up.
you going to grab them all, or are we going to take turns?
We're gonna pass the
Okay.
basket and read
Okay.
it off.
So are there also other things mixed in?
Yeah, so
Okay.
like regular life things.
Got it.
Like never have I gone 100 miles per hour on the freeway.
Okay.
So the right way to
Yeah, you know me. That's
I know.
That's
so you'd get to stay in. So just as a refresher, you drink your shot or put your finger down if you're playing at home. Please drink a shot if you're playing at home.
Yeah.
You're safe, you're sound, it's fine.
I would have, I didn't have to drive home after
Exactly.
this at 9 o'clock.
So if you have done the thing,
You gotta take the
you're
shot.
out. Yeah, you lose a point. So I was trying to figure out, is it like, do we play until somebody has 2 points? Because we'll do rounds, right?
I thought we played until someone was out.
Well, I mean, that's not going to take long. I've read all
That's
these.
true. That's true. Okay.
So is it till someone gets 2 points, I think.
2 points mean you've taken
You
2 shots.
cleared out 5
Twice.
twice.
And
Oh,
then you're out?
Yeah.
Well, then there's no
No,
winner.
no. A round ends when someone is out.
Okay.
And then
when you clear out all 5 once.
let's do that until...
So is that person then the winner, even though they technically have drank
No, they're
the
the
most?
loser.
So who's the winner?
Who's the winner?
Yeah, see?
Oh.
Well, that's
Well, maybe it's like golf. A low score is a winner.
Okay.
yeah.
Oh, we'll just see what happens.
Okay.
Whatever.
This is
We'll
gonna be
just
fun.
see what happens.
It's gonna be fun, guys. Okay, so I will do the first never have I
Okay.
ever. Never have I ever gone scuba diving. So I have
never.
never ever. No,
I
so
have-
you,
I have not.
don't you not drink? You
I've never gone scuba diving.
I've never
Yeah.
gone
so if you
I
have,
have never
you
gone
have to
scuba.
drink.
yeah.
Okay, I
Yeah.
understand
Wait.
now.
Yeah.
Scuba, like with the hole on mask and the
scuba,
tank.
'cause,
Not not snorkeling.
Snorkeling is snorkeling.
If we put it in the middle, can we all reach it? If you move those, maybe.
Let's move Claire's book.
Yes. Listen to our book
No,
club podcast.
we'll keep it because we might need to reload.
Yeah. But just like so Karin can reach them too, maybe. Okay.
You
So
just pass
I
it
have
to me.
not. Okay. Scuba'd.
I have not. Do we take a drink or we don't take a drink?
If you have not, you're good.
Otherwise,
Oh.
I mean, we're all the same, so we would all be drinking anyway.
Okay.
Okay.
I know you're dying to drink it.
Never have I ever smoked.
Never have I ever smoked. Okay, drinking.
Drinking.
Not I.
Mm-hmm.
Karen
Okay,
can throw
okay.
toss some in here.
Never have I ever. Let's see. Been on TV. I have been.
We've all
I
been on
have been.
TV.
That's true.
When were you on TV, Karen?
I was a child. I was in Brownies, and I was
Aw.
on like a morning kids show in
Cute.
Fresno. In Fresno.
I didn't know that.
Ann
That's
and
a
I
good
were
story.
both on Nitty Gritty.
Yeah, she was a guest. I was a nitster.
I was a featured guest.
Yes,
I got
yeah.
to speak.
I think I
Ooh.
got to talk to you.
Yeah,
but
probably.
You got focused on.
That's true.
Okay.
But equally ignored by the
Yup.
host.
So we
Yup.
so we take a drink because we've
If
all
we
been.
all are on the same page, I don't think
You
we
don't
have to
drink.
drink.
Yeah.
Oh,
if
okay.
you-
Because otherwise we'd all be drinking.
If you.
You've never been on TV, but I have, so I would drink.
Oh no, we should all drink.
Mhm.
But I mean,
Because
what's
if
the
you've
point?
done it, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm sorry. The
We're not
rules are
getting
if
drunk,
you've done
but
it.
I'm
I
getting
know,
hyper.
really. Yeah, the rules are if you've done it, you
Hmm.
drink.
Okay. I have
That
done
summer
that.
unity's good.
My turn.
Yum.
That is good.
I mean, it doesn't have the tanginess that most of them. Yum.
Never have I ever gone ziplining. I must drink.
I have gone ziplining.
I have gone
Look at
ziplining.
us all drinking. I'm going to be out of cups soon.
I guess we refill then.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no.
Yeah, oh no. More coffee.
No, but like, it's supposed to be done.
Yeah.
Well, I guess we need to take a point then. It's like golf scores. The person with the lowest. Maybe it's, I don't know. Let's go until the basket's empty.
This is stupid.
Or the bottles are.
Never have I ever used a provisional cast on.
Oh, we all
Oh,
drink.
no. Oh my god, I just dropped it and make on me.
Okay, that one doesn't go. Well, it
No,
doesn't
can
matter.
you hand
Are we
me
going to do this again?
No, hand me the paper towels.
Okay.
I'm going to drink that
Okay.
one. Thank you.
Oh, curses provisional cast on.
Hey, Karin, your turn. We all just
Okay, I
have
don't
one.
wanna
Oh,
knock
Karin has
over
two
my-
left.
Yep, I only have one.
Never have I ever left the iron plugged in. I got a drink.
We all have to
Oh,
drink.
yeah.
Oops.
All right, we refill.
Okay. Karen's got one left, so she doesn't have to. Excuse me, refill yet.
Mm-mm.
What was
I don't
gonna
know how we're keeping score.
say? I don't know either.
Technically,
I
well,
think Karen
we
just
have
won.
one-
Karen just won a round.
Yeah. I just
Okay,
went
Okay.
around.
1 point for Karin.
Yeah. So yeah, if you'd like to refill.
Oh, that's what I was thinking. If anybody burps, I'll do my best to edit it out because this is a lot of kombucha, but there's no guarantee. Okay, Anne is next.
I want to tell people the truth. Okay.
What's that
So
mean?
if I have to burp,
Okay.
I want them to hear it.
Ew.
Hey, we're human. There's nothing wrong with it.
Oh, it's gross.
Yeah,
And
I
it's
don't-
gonna smell like fermented tea.
This one's. Alrighty.
I'm almost done refilling, and then I can do my next never have I ever.
I'm gonna run out of beverage.
I know there are some knitting ones which I would not drink on.
Maybe we should make a rule if we've all done it
We
that we
don't
don't
drink.
have to drink.
Okay, I think that's
Yeah.
Because that's a lot of drink.
I mean, there's a lot of drink here.
I don't want to drink this whole thing. My stomach's gonna hurt. I mean, it is almond milk. It's not cow
I
milk.
don't want your tummy to hurt, for sure. Did you
Cat
say-
milk. Did you say cat
Cow.
milk?
I
You
heard
said cat milk.
Also.
I want to go back. No,
know what?
I said cat.
I think we have learned from the in-laws that you cannot milk a cat.
No.
Well, I was like, is this like an in joke that I
No,
don't know
cow.
about?
Dairy.
Okay, but she did say cat. You and I both
I
heard it.
Also heard it.
Okay, fine.
I also heard it. Okay.
Herded cats.
Never have I ever knitted a toe-up sock.
I have done that.
I have done that. So if the ruling is
we've
Okay,
all
well,
done
we
it.
all
So
did
no
this
one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you get to do another one?
Nah.
Nah.
Okay. Never have I ever skipped school.
I have skipped school.
I have
skipped
not.
school.
I got in
Oh,
some
well, then we
trouble.
got a
It was a
drink.
teacher who didn't like me, so she made sure that like the rules got enforced on me.
Well, I had lots of times where I didn't go, and my mother made a note for me, but I wasn't really
This is
sick.
like your mom doesn't know.
Yeah.
Oh no.
She's a good girl.
I forged my mom's signature.
I don't remember, but I remember doing it.
Never have I ever gotten a PEIR
I before E except
piercing.
And P and a free
And
online
by
resource.
by piercing, we're talking anything other than the earlobes.
I have 3 earlobe piercings.
Yeah, I only have one earlobe.
But I mean, we're talking about gotten a piercing means pierced out
Oh,
elsewhere
no,
than
that's
your
still in my
ears.
ear.
It's all
This
ears.
is not my earlobe.
It's all been ears.
Well, we all have ear piercings.
We all have ear piercings.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we'll just throw it in.
Mm-hmm. All right.
All right.
My turn.
Yep.
I really hope people are playing along at home.
Yeah.
And if you are, please tell us how much you had to drink, because I would like to know.
And if it was vodka, rum, cold brew,
kombucha.
or kombucha, or apple juice.
Yeah.
Never have I ever. This is a knitting one.
Okay.
Mhm.
Broken a needle.
There's a bug in here.
Broken a knitting
But
needle.
you can have a
Oh
fresh
yeah,
glass.
I broke
No,
it.
it's fine.
I have broken
We've all
knitting
broken
needles.
a
We've
needle.
all broken knitting needles.
No drinks.
Never have I ever used a circular needle. Hello.
Nobody drinks
Yeah,
on
nobody's
that one.
drinking on that one.
You know, somebody put that on
Basket.
their like Instagram quiz. Identify this knitting tool, and it was a circular needle.
cute.
Like, all right. I mean, I
Okay.
guess that's new for some people.
Never have I ever used fabric scissors on something other than fabric. That is
I
a
have.
cardinal rule.
I have.
Never have I
I
Never have I ever. Katie, take a drink.
I have.
ever. You monster.
In fact,
They weren't mine, though.
You're even more.
no,
I know, right?
no, I just
Oh,
did
you
it.
just
It's
did that,
yours.
Yeah.
It's your
Yeah.
turn.
No, but yeah, you. No, just kidding. I'm changing the rules.
We're changing everything just as we go.
It's not the alcohol because it hasn't been that much.
Right?
It's just us being giddy.
Never have I ever forgotten to press a seam.
Forgotten? Or just not done it?
I'm going to go with forgotten.
I don't think I've ever forgotten.
I don't
to
think
do
I've ever
it.
forgotten.
I have intentionally been lazy and not done it.
I'm sure I've forgotten.
Yeah.
One more down for me.
Okay. Never have I ever forgotten to pre-wash. Oh, I have done that.
Wait, is it forgotten?
Or intentional.
You know, I'd say forgotten because
I wouldn't say forgotten. I have
chosen.
just chosen not to.
Yeah.
I've chosen not to.
Chosen.
I've consciously chosen not to.
Or I forgot I wanted to do that and went to bed, but still wanted to sew the next
Yeah.
day.
In which case, when you decided to cut out the fabric, that was an
That was your
intentional,
intentional choice not to.
Not a forgotten.
Right.
Like, oh, never have I ever worked with brioche. Yeah, we've all.
I've done
Done.
it.
We've all.
Bread?
Actually, I've done both. Wait.
I
I've eaten
have
brioche.
not.
Wait.
Does that count as working?
I've
with-
always
Never
eaten
have I
brioche.
ever made. It doesn't specify. Never have I ever made
No,
brioche.
I've never.
I have.
I've
Take a
made-
drink.
I've made French
If
toast.
you've done it, you drink, Karen.
Oh,
So you're the drinker.
dang it.
Look
Okay,
at you changing the rule.
that kind of
I think you and I
backfired.
both have a point, and she's coming up on her first one because
Yeah.
we've cleared the board.
Yeah,
And if we're doing golf, then Karen's winning because she's a good girl apparently.
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
But she's getting close to losing this round.
Yes. So she's gonna get her point unless something happens. We have Anne and I both have 3, and Karen has 1 left. What? No.
No,
I was
I have
thinking-
all but one.
Oh.
Oh, you
They look
should have
empty
filled
from
them
here.
up. Okay.
Okay. Never mind.
Oh, you didn't say.
I-
Let's
I-
no,
or-
no, fill them up.
Oh,
You
okay.
gotta know when you clear the board. That's
Yeah.
when you get your point.
No, I was
Or-
gonna fill up the ones that are
No, it's
still
fine.
have-
That's fine.
Never mind. Okay.
Why don't you move the empty one out so I can see how many you have? Okay, great.
I think that this will be interesting because we
Okay.
all have a little different approach.
Okay.
Never have I ever sewn without reading the directions.
Mm-mm.
Oh, yeah.
I have to read the
have
directions.
I
absolutely
have
done
100%
it,
done
yeah.
that.
I have to read the directions. I get
That
myself,
dress only comes together in so many ways.
but I've gotten myself in trouble when
That
I.
one tastes like
when I-
cotton candy.
Yeah, isn't that one good?
That's this
Which
one.
one's that
Yeah.
Unity Synergy, cherry, coconut, and lemongrass.
I'm telling you, it's awesome.
one? Never have I ever sewn while drinking wine. I don't
I
drink
don't
wine.
think I've sewn while drinking wine. I
no.
have knitted while drinking
I
wine.
have not done that because I just don't really.
I don't
drink
bring
wine.
wine here. And my
Okay.
sewing machine's been here for a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't
So-
drink a lot of wine anyway.
so no one gets a sip.
Yeah, I don't.
All right, my turn.
Yep.
Never have I ever sung karaoke. Before I
I
answer, I want
have.
Never ever.
I've not done it like at a bar, but I've used a karaoke machine at like a
Never.
party. Does
That
that
counts.
count?
Ever.
that counts.
Never.
Okay.
Ever.
I actually
Ever,
have,
never,
and I hate
ever,
karaoke,
never,
but yet
ever.
I tried it.
Yeah,
Karaoke's
but you
fun.
can sing.
No,
don't have to be able to
I
sing, that's the
no,
beauty
no,
of
no.
karaoke.
I can't. I
hurt
karaoke.
people when
That's
I
the
sing.
beauty of karaoke.
I hurt
Oh,
people.
I don't even like to listen to other people do karaoke.
Oh, there are some, like, we have a friend who he would do both the male and female parts on that whatever song is like super popular from Evanescence.
Oh my god.
He could do it so perfectly.
Wake me up.
No, that's
We-
not Evanescence.
Yeah.
No,
No,
I know-
no,
no,
Wake
that's
Me Up,
Avril
that's-
Lavigne, isn't it?
No.
No, Wake Me Up
No.
is Michael.
No,
It was
it-
from
No,
Wham.
you're doing
Wham.
You're-
Wake Me
no.
Up before
Okay,
you go.
two different
No.
songs are happening here. Yeah, you are correct. I don't know if that's actually a title because I'm bad at that. But
I don't know, Wake Me
you're
Up
thinking of a
Inside.
different song.
Okay.
That's Wake Me Up
Yeah,
Before You Go.
Go, go.
Yeah, this is Wake Me Up Inside.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
sure he would do a mean George Michael.
George
also,
Michael, yeah.
because- And I used to think, like, do you practice that in the mirror at home? Because
Probably.
it takes
Or
some
just sings in
work.
his car.
Maybe.
I'm a really great karaoke
Okay,
singer.
there
and I
was-
sing
there was
by
a little
myself.
bit of performance that went with it too.
For a very, very short time in Fillmore, there was an ice cream store right next to the Mexican
Mhm.
restaurant, El Pescador or something like that. Or
It's still there.
anyway, the ice
Well,
cream
not.
the ice cream
Okay.
store is now a dentist's
It's too
office,
bad I'd rather go to
ironically.
the ice cream store.
And they had
Same.
they had a karaoke night, and it was torture.
Oh.
And I didn't. And my husband
You
even
need
sang, and I
alcohol
still
for
didn't.
karaoke, not
Yeah.
ice cream.
And okay, in an ice cream shop that did not use air conditioning.
Yeah, that doesn't sound fun.
No.
All right, what's next?
Never have I ever gotten a ticket.
I have certainly
I have certainly gotten a ticket. Wait, have we all got?
Wait a minute.
Have we all?
Are we going to classify this as a speeding ticket?
Mine was not a speeding ticket.
Mine was a moving violation.
Mine was a red light ticket.
That's still a moving violation.
Okay.
So we don't
we
have
don't
to drink.
Oh, I
mine
did. Oh, but
is-
I
it would
do.
shock you all to know I've never.
I
gotten-
got a speeding ticket.
Well, we
Well,
decided.
it's just a ticket.
Oh, a
it doesn't
ticket.
say.
Okay,
Yeah, we decided to make it global.
but we all. So,
Mine is embarrassing because I was on my way to work and I was making a voice memo to myself of a list of things to do, and then a cop pulled me over for using my phone. And I was like, I wasn't talking to anybody. He's like, it doesn't matter.
Nope,
I
hands
was
free.
talking to myself.
I was
That's really
going
good, though.
75
That sucks.
Yeah,
on the way
that's
to
really good.
church with my kids in the car.
I think about that when I pass that part of Fillmore. And it may shock you all to know, as much as I love speed, I have never had a speeding ticket.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Um,
knew it was just a matter of time. That's probably why I'm a grandma now. Grandma driver.
Wait,
Not a
what
real
story
grandma.
do you have to
No
tell
real
us?
grandma.
What happened in the
Okay.
last month?
Never have I ever been skydiving.
I have never.
I have
ever.
never.
No,
And
I
never
will.
will.
Will you?
I
Will
will
never.
Okay. I'm
Will
not
never
sure.
bungee. Will never. I will
I
zip
like
line.
the ground just fine.
I love.
I've ziplined. That's fine.
I love
Zip line-
ziplining. It's awesome.
Zip line is
It's not that
parallel to
far
the
off
ground.
Yeah, and it feels.
Bungee
like a
is
lot of
let's
safety.
throw me over
No.
over and hope that this rubber band works.
Yeah, that doesn't feel.
There's
like
a place
something I
above
could trust.
Ojai that a bridge to nowhere that
No.
Even though my sister-in-law sends me every article she finds about people who died on ziplining because she once noped out of ziplining,
whatever.
I just don't think I'm going to die ziplining.
Okay. This one is no one's getting a drink.
Okay.
Never have I ever knit a sweater.
Ah, we've done
Never
That's
have
all
I
a
ever
lie.
designed a swetter. No, that's not true
No,
either because
no,
we've all.
I've never designed a sweater.
Oh, but that's not.
That's
this
not
one.
on
But
the
that's
card.
not on the card. Okay.
Never have I ever knitted a sweater by Andrew Mowry. Oh no, nobody drinks.
I have never
ever.
I've never made a sweater by Andrea Mowry, but that's not on
That's
the
not on
card.
the card.
It's not on the card. No, that's That's interesting. Do you have stuff in your wish list? Or
I have stuff in my and I have I have sweater patterns. I have
You've just been too busy with other things.
So many things.
Yeah.
I kind of admire that you haven't.
Gone down
Never have I ever had a one night stand.
Oh. No, I have not.
Karen was like, yup, reached right for her cup. I wasn't gonna say anything. Okay.
Karen shocks us all.
Her face
Tell
is
us
so casual.
more.
She's like, well,
Tell us more.
oh my god, that was funny.
I'm totally messing with you guys. I got you good.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
All right,
yeah.
Katie.
Okay.
Yeah.
Define one night stand.
It's in the definition, Karen.
No.
One
Nope.
night.
Not I.
Oh my god. Never have I ever. Wait, is this two things or is this one thing? Wait. I'm choosing. Never have I ever been camping.
Well, I have been camping.
Oh, damn it.
Yeah, I
We've
just
all
don't
been
like it.
The other one
camping.
says.
I think you should read it as one.
Read the other one.
Never have I ever been camping eating food that fell on the floor. So, have you ever eaten food that fell on the floor? Yeah.
While camping.
5 seconds. 5 seconds. No, not while camping.
Probably not while camping.
Yeah, gross.
5 second rule.
That was a twofer.
Ha ha! We're learning things about
What's
everybody
our
tonight.
score? You have 2 left.
I
I
have
have
two.
1. Karen has 3.
3. Yeah.
All
I'm
right.
about to get my second point.
Oh, never have I ever bought yarn without realizing you already have the same yarn in your stash.
Have I done
I gotta think about that. Have I bought yarn not knowing?
I don't think so. Like the same exact yarn and color, I just forgot.
Yes.
I don't think so.
No.
I'm pretty
Because,
aware
like,
of what I have.
I might
have,
have
like-
forgotten I had that yarn, but then I'm less likely to buy it again because my brain goes off.
Yeah, like you've already satisfied the desire for it.
Even though I haven't actually done anything with it.
Yeah, I mean, it's a very weird thing to like know everything you have.
Yeah.
And which random place it is.
Yeah.
And yet also be able to forget things that are in your
Yeah.
stash. Like I absolutely knew I had that lettuce yarn that I wanted to swatch with
Where
last
is it?
night.
Who knows?
And I went digging through the intended place, and there it was. But then I found some other things that were
Now-
both forgotten and remembered at the same time.
I've bought the same color in multiple weights,
Mhm.
Yeah.
you know, forgetting that I had that color in a different, but that's not the same as the same yarn.
No, I
No,
don't
it's
think
different.
so.
It's
Yeah.
like if I bought something for a project and I'm like, oh, now I bought stuff to supplement, but that's not the same.
To supplement because you're short on a color.
Yeah, but then I haven't forgotten
But
that
you
I had
didn't
it.
forget.
I didn't
Yeah.
forget because
Nope.
that's how I knew that I didn't have enough.
Somehow we know everything we have.
And also,
Even
not
if we
at all
forget.
at the same
Yeah.
time.
I
Yes,
know, it's
it is
amazing.
so
It's
It's
paradoxical.
so
Schrodinger's
smart.
yarn.
Yeah. I both own
Schrodinger's
it and
yarn.
don't own it.
Oh my gosh, that's got to be on a T-shirt. You know, someone in the
Does
box.
this box have yarn in it or not?
At my house, yes.
Yes, it does.
The yarn
Right.
exists until you open the box.
Again, no one will drink, I think, but it's still fun. Never have I ever knit on an airplane. This one's for you guys playing at
I
home.
have knit
Yeah.
on an airplane.
Me too.
Yep.
Obvious. That's the like. thing
Why
you do
go
on
on an airplane and not take
I was
advantage of that
speaking
time?
out after 9/11. Like, why would you take a long flight? I mean, not to get to the destination you're going to.
Yeah. Never have I ever knitted a hat sideways. I have done that.
I have.
Yeah, Urchin was a real cute hat.
Oh yeah.
And something else. There was something else I
Isn't
made that
that
was really cute.
Kindred, wasn't that sideways?
Not Kindred, but I taught something at the same time that was sideways.
Lethal. No, not Lethal Knits.
Oh, I'm
It
sure
was-
she does. 'cause
She
has
does.
ton-
Yeah,
tons of
Lethal
cool-
Knits has
There's that
sideways, but there's
BB
another.
pattern, and it's like a garter stitch. I've made a couple of those.
Never have I ever forgotten your knitting when you're in a waiting room.
Oh, I have definitely
Were
done that.
Yeah, absolutely.
I never have.
Never. All
I've
right,
definitely
you drink.
done
Yeah.
I'm out of cups again.
Okay.
So
I'm not out yet. All right.
Do I have to refill my cups again?
Mm?
Okay.
I think we're just going through all of them, right? We can go for 3 hours.
No, we should. I'm gonna give you 10 more minutes.
Okay.
If we
Read
go
faster.
faster, we could probably try and get through.
I'm
more.
gonna get the second point, you know, because
You don't know.
I'm not a very exciting.
I'm at 2 points. Everybody
Okay.
else is at
Never
1.
have I ever
I'm still pouring. Yes.
knit something
Huh?
for a pet.
I have. knit
I
something
never
for a pet.
have.
I never
There's
have.
a thread in here.
Never.
I have to read again because I have.
Well,
You haven't made a dog sweater?
never.
No.
Oh, well,
I am very tempted.
Why would I
I
put
gotta
it?
refill this cup I just filled up.
Set it aside,
Yeah.
because you're not done.
No.
Katie currently has 4 cups.
Of my
Uh,
third round. Oh, that was
I'm still on my second round.
That's pretty funny. Like she's in a loop.
And it's
I am tempted. I keep seeing this. Maybe it's a Jimmy Beans ad where these tiny little black pugs have little woolly sweaters knit, so they look like little sheep.
That's like half of this thing is on.
by yourself.
I-
Okay, but it's not really because
We
the
gotta
top
pick up
is
the
really
pace, though.
skinny. Yeah, we
well,
got okay.
So
It's your turn.
No,
finish your
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
I have
Yeah,
a
yeah.
white dog and a black dog, so I'm thinking about making one a black one and
Cute.
another one a white one.
That makes sense.
But I haven't done that yet, so
Well,
thinking
Oh,
about
no.
it doesn't count as cheating.
never have I ever bought thread the exact same shade I already own.
Obviously,
Yeah.
I've done that.
I've
Yeah.
done that.
Yeah,
Maybe
we've done
sometimes
that.
on purpose.
We've all done
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I do love my Gutermann like tower I bought one time,
Oh,
and I
yeah.
just try to refill it when I run out.
Never have I ever used up all my stash.
Never have I ever.
Maybe when I
But
was like
love
a
it.
beginner, but yeah, I don't know. If that
No. No, I
I'm
started
like
it.
stash accumulation early.
Also, I'm not
That's
like being a
Okay.
good finisher of projects is a new thing as an adult for me. So I'm sure I wanted the next project
Oh,
before
yeah,
I was
definitely.
done. But isn't it nice to dream?
counts. That would make me sad if I ran out of yarn.
No. I feel like that's the end of life.
Oh wow! I feel like it would be really neat. Like you'd be unfettered,
As long
and you
as I
might
have
just
stash, I'll never die.
fly away to heaven.
You've completed your mission in the world.
Never have I ever been on a cruise.
I have.
I have.
I have not.
damn it.
Drink. You got 2 more?
Mhm.
Never have I ever watched Star Wars.
We all have, right?
Yeah, we all have.
Yeah, but that's funny. I'm sure you could catch
Just
somebody
once or
in one
twice.
crowd. Yeah.
A Star War.
Never have I ever met a celeb.
I have.
I have.
trying to think. I
guess
know
it
I
depends
have,
on
but
like your definition, like how high up we're going. But I have.
I went to Dancing with the Stars and I met Derek.
Okay.
I met Patrick Dempsey once when I was in high school.
That's nice.
He's real cute. People didn't know that.
I forget who he is.
Is he the one
Dr.
from-
McDreamy?
Yeah.
right?
Oh,
Derek
Dr.
Shepard.
I never watched Grey's Anatomy, but I was excited he had a show. This is a knitting thing, and I
Okay.
assume, I'm just gonna read it, and we can assume what it means. Never have I ever played with no plan. I assume that's like just starting knitting. No plan.
I don't think I've ever done that
No.
with no plan.
No plan.
That's weird.
I mean, I've knit to fill time knowing that I was just going to rip it out. Cause there's times where I didn't have a project or I was burnt out on projects and I just needed knitting in my hands that didn't have to become something.
I think that counts.
Yeah, then you
I
gotta
mean,
drink.
that's not to criticize. I think that's cool that you've done it, but I think you gotta drink.
Out of myself.
Got
That's me.
one left.
See, that's me being honest.
Of course. I wouldn't play games with you guys if I didn't trust you.
Never have I ever ridden a horse.
I
I
have.
have.
I have.
Okay. Need like game show music added.
Okay.
Beautiful.
That was that Electric Light Parade.
It was close to it.
It felt like Jeopardy.
I think it was supposed
Okay.
to be Jeopardy.
We've all done this, but we're guilty. Never have I ever skipped the gauge swatch. Early on, and I regretted it.
Yeah, I absolutely have before
Early-
I understood what gauge was.
Yeah.
Never
I mean,
anymore,
yeah.
but
I
You
have.
know what?
in the beginning.
Not never anymore.
Huh?
On some occasions I skip,
Okay.
but I'm willing to handle what happened.
To take the
Mhm.
circumstances that come. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Well,
And I've underswatched too. Like my
Yeah.
Waves of Change, I definitely underswatched that because that was an insane mess once I got well into the yoke. I'm like, would you guys all like to wear the sweater with me?
and
So Karin has one left.
I have one left.
Anne has one left of round 2. I have 3 left of round 3.
Ooh. Forgotten. Never have I ever forgotten to turn a pattern over when cutting a pear?
Oh, I've definitely done that.
I've done
I did
that.
that to someone else's project in a
Oh,
class once, and it was like, oh no.
Oh,
Yeah, it was bad.
We got
Oh, you don't have to drink.
because
We've
we've all done.
Oh,
We've
I've
all
done that.
done
Okay,
it,
good,
yeah.
good. I was just ready to
You're
drink
not
because I remember
alone.
that.
And
Never
once
have
you
I.
cut, you're stuck.
You needed a drink to soothe your soul.
Yes. Never have I ever cut fabric off grain.
I do it on purpose sometimes.
Yeah.
I'm not impressed by this. Never.
Are we
have
all
ever.
drinking that one or what?
I think we've all done
We've
it.
all,
Yeah, well
we're
done.
all
Okay.
in
I'm just
agreement.
drinking the little dribbles left in my
I was like, wait a minute.
It's just chugging.
I'm actually getting a little parched.
Never have I ever found a missing needle in your hair or behind your ear.
Is that a knitting one? I hope. Yeah, it's a
Yeah,
knitting
I'm
one.
hoping it's a knitting one.
I found a circular needle around my neck that I couldn't find. Does that count? That's the
That
same
counts.
kind of
That's
vibe.
Yeah,
the
I
idea-
put it in my bun, like a crochet hook
Yeah.
in my
Yep,
bun.
I had a
Yep.
circular needle
Okay.
like a necklace, and I'm like, where the hell is that needle?
Well, and because I wear glasses, sometimes I don't feel
It on your
it
ear.
on my ear,
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
or I get so accustomed to it I stop paying attention.
Mhm.
Yeah, so okay.
Never have I ever broken a bone.
Oh, definitely.
Never.
3
have I
times.
ever.
I've never broken a bone.
Nope. Thankfully, knock on wood on that.
I have had emergency surgery. That like I went to the doctor's at 8:00 and I was on the surgery table at 9. But
Was
for
it for a broken bone?
a ruptured appendix.
Oh my god.
I broke my right arm twice and my left arm once.
Ay, ay, ay. That sounds like my niece. My sister-in-law said something about like her.
Were you hanging upside down from trees and fell, or from the monkey bars?
Okay, first time I fell off of one of those little Tykes cars with the big yellow roof. I was sitting on the top
The
and I
Fred
fell off.
Flintstone cars.
Yep. Second time was on the monkey bars at school. Third time was snowboarding.
Wow.
Snowboarding
Okay.
sounds way more
I feel like
exciting.
we've already done this one, so I'm gonna
Yeah, there
skip
could be
it.
repeat.
Okay, get a
This
different
one
one.
says met someone famous. I'm
Yeah,
gonna guess
we-
Yeah,
it's
it's
the
a
same thing.
celeb.
I tried not to duplicate. But...
This one says purchased a notion I already owned but couldn't locate.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah,
definitely
we've all
done
done that.
Oh, yeah.
Been there.
I certainly can't find a
And
number
then
of things.
found it later.
Hey,
And
man, that's
you know what?
backup.
It's good to have a backup.
Yeah.
Never have I ever worked only with leftover yarn. That means you didn't buy any to supplement.
Oh, I've done that.
Yeah, I figured you
So I have to drink for that one.
had. Yeah, because I can't
Yeah.
think of. I have not done a scrap project where
Oh,
I
I've-
didn't need
yeah, I've done that.
something. to
Yeah.
go with
Let
it.
me think.
What about that first one? Didn't you have to buy something for your cuffs?
That's not for the first one. Because I used leftovers. Second one, no, that was all.
Scrappy?
Okay, I'm drinking.
Okay.
Katie
I have
looks
one left. When I
Round
reach
three.
the end, I think we're done.
Okay.
Because I can't drink any more coffee.
You will be wide awake.
I'll probably be fine.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. This one might do you in then.
Okay.
Because I don't know
we
if
can
you've
go
done
through
this.
like some quick, like rapid fire, no drinking
yeah,
after this.
yeah, fine.
Just for fun.
Fine.
Okay.
Never have I ever knitted a pie shawl. I have.
I
I
started
have
one. I have
not.
knitted on a pie shawl.
All right.
No.
I have not. So
Well, that's just me.
that's it.
Yeah, I'm gonna let you have that one.
All right, Katie and I both have 2 points.
Okay.
You get points.
Well, I need to catch up. Like you
Wait,
did your third round
Just
of
pour.
drink.
Yeah, one.
Yeah.
You get. How did I get a point when I was?
Because you cleared out all of
Well, I
your
don't know
cups
how we're
once.
grading this.
I thought it was the opposite. I thought you guys
Have
ran
you
out
cleared
before
your,
me.
You have not cleared your.
I've- No.
She's cleared it once.
Nope.
No, I didn't.
Oh, then you have no points.
Yeah, she got down to 1.
She's winning then.
Yeah,
I have almost 3. Anne has
1.
1 point.
2 points. 2 points.
Yeah,
This
yeah,
is
yeah,
my
you
second
too.
clearing.
Okay.
Wow. I hope you guys are
Two.
taking notes for us.
It's fine.
You're just pouring just for the sake of pouring.
yeah, because it's
Okay.
good. And
It's
and
good
Katie
stuff.
did.
I might be on a roll. I don't know.
Yeah, Katie did
Yeah.
a third round, so I just want to give her a fair chance.
Never have I ever been on a train.
I
Yeah,
have.
we've
I
all
have
been on a train.
I live in Fillmore.
You live in Train
There's
Town.
trains abounding.
Trains are
I've
fun.
actually been on a train halfway across the country.
Wow.
That was
I've
fun.
been on a
keep thinking
train
that
in
would be fun.
Alaska.
Oh, we've all done this one. Never have I ever knit with lace yarn.
Oh, of course.
Yep.
I have.
All right.
But have you lace knit with lace knit? Or
It
knitted?
doesn't say that.
It's lace knit.
It doesn't say that.
Lace knitting or knitted lace?
I actually have done both, but I don't. I think the difference between so what she's talking about is there's knitted lace knitting and knitted lace. Knitted lace, it has your increases primarily only on one side with with the the second row just being a plain of some sort, and then there's knitted lace where you have increases every row, and that's not as fun to me.
No, but I always feel like real proud of myself.
I don't mind it in stockinette because at least I can tell where I'm at. But when you're doing increases every row in garter, it's so hard to know what row you're on. It's
Whoever designed something like that is a monster.
Well, it was an heirloom British lace pattern on like zeros.
Boring.
Never have I ever cabled without a cable needle.
Yeah, I've done that.
Done it.
Never have I ever ridden a horse.
Try again.
Never have I ever fired a gun.
I have never.
I have never.
I have. Okay.
All right,
we're done.
we're out.
I win. I win, right? I win. I got 3 points. I win.
Have you played golf before?
Never have I ever
Pour
played
some
golf.
more.
I don't know. Maybe the one with the highest score has lived the fullest life.
Oh, maybe.
I am winning at the game of life.
The youngest has done the most.
In this very tame game. Never have
I can rapid fire go through some of these and see
just
who.
for fun.
Should we just take a handful? Or no, you just do it?
Yeah, let's do that.
Knitted clothing.
Done it.
Done it.
Been there.
Been in an ambulance.
I have not.
I've been in one, not as a past, like I've been in one at like a show.
Sure.
I've been a
Yeah, I've
passenger.
done that. I have. All right.
I have
Was
not.
that for your appendix?
Yeah.
All right. Ignored a mistake and kept knitting.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Duh.
Use double knit technique.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
Used an Italian cast off.
Done it. For your
Never.
brioche.
Have not.
Yeah, I don't
Maybe?
remember what that is, but I'm sure I've done it.
Yeah. It's sort of like a sewn bind off, I think. But
Okay.
It's
Yeah,
not,
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Never have I ever, left a seam unfinished.
Well, I saw that one when I was cutting them up, and I'm
Is
like,
that sewing or knitting?
It could be either.
is it like a raw hem? Because I have done that recently. One of my favorite patterns that you can whip up in like an hour. Actually, it's what I'm wearing. Only I made a shirt version. I put it on one day, and I noticed that one of the sleeves wasn't hemmed.
Oh,
Oops.
Which is fine. It's a knit, but
that's funny.
never have I ever gotten a tattoo. I have not.
I have
have.
not. I wish I had.
Pour
but I-
more.
Anybody skinny dipped?
No.
No.
I don't think I have.
No, I
don't
have
think I have.
not.
I think I would, but
Yeah.
it's not really like I don't like water.
I don't walk around I don't even walk around too often in my room. I don't walk around my bedroom naked. So, because
If I'm alone, I am naked.
yeah, but okay.
I don't know how I have these two never naked friends.
Oh, I didn't say that. I just have never skinny dipped.
Oh, okay. I heard you one time say you were never naked.
Oh, I'm a never nude. No, that was a
never
joke.
knew. Okay.
I've been to a
Yeah,
That
nudist.
this
sounds like the
time-
never nude to me.
Okay.
All
Wait.
this time I've been like, Kitty, like she's never.
Okay. I've got one I'm making up.
All right.
Never have I ever
A
been.
shower in a bathing suit. Sorry.
Okay, I didn't go that far.
Never have I ever been to a nudist beach.
I have not. Yeah.
I have.
Don't think I have.
I was-
Intentionally.
I was taken to one when I was 12.
Oh.
I was traumatized by large naked fat men playing frisbee,
That's like child abuse.
which at 12 years old is just a lot to take
Yeah,
in. So
don't
I
have some
played
going on nude
by the wall.
beaches.
Anyway,
Never have I ever been in a limo. I have.
I
Been in
have.
a limo. Yeah.
Never have I ever put a pin in my mouth.
I have, but I'm
I
trying not
have.
to do
Don't
that
do it.
anymore.
trying not
I
to.
have.
You gotta
I've
stop
never
it.
swallowed it.
Thank God. Which
Ne-
is why I'm not doing it anymore.
Never have I ever steeked a knitting project.
I have done that.
I've done that.
I know you're the queen of steaking.
Well, I couldn't remember. If
I'm
any
drinking
good
this just
had
because
done
I
it.
don't want to leave it here. Cause
Yeah, well, I'm going to drink all these. Don't worry. Never have I ever had braces. I have not.
I have not.
Can't you tell?
I have, but
Excuse me.
Your teeth are
because I
pretty
had
straight.
because I had a crossbite.
I had
Same thing as my
a
son.
pretty severe overbite, but
Oh, we already had this one.
my teeth corrected in a weird way.
Stepped on a pin.
Yeah.
Oh God,
definitely
yes.
done that.
Yep.
I'm surprised that my children haven't more in their lives.
Oh yeah.
Because I definitely did as a child.
Anybody else sewn through their finger?
Not yet. I came close.
Not
Very
no.
close.
I've poked, but never
Yeah,
all.
I cut the-
yeah,
the
you
thumbnail.
win that one.
All the way
Yep.
straight through.
Never have I ever P7 TOG TBL.
Yeah, I saw that one. I'm like, that's gonna get us all.
Wait, what? What did you say?
P7 TOG TBL.
Oh.
Purl 7 together through the back loop.
What is that in? Like,
No, okay.
Dana Gervais,
A
tell
noop?
us what that's
Is
in.
that a noop?
I don't
No.
think so, because
Ugh.
noops are about passing them over to
Yeah.
push
Okay,
them forward.
but you would slip, knit purl the last 2 together, and then pass them over. Is what I
That's not
think you would
7
do.
through the back loop.
I don't think
Well,
so.
you can't get a needle through 7 stitches.
If you tried hard enough.
I have done it in something. Like a knit
I
7
can do
together.
it.
A knit 7 together is different.
But purl 7 through the back loop.
Forget it!
no,
what
it-
monster thought of that?
That's not a real thing.
That's followed by ever broken a needle.
Yeah.
Been swimming in the ocean? Duh.
Yep. Anybody been arrested?
No, thank God.
This is a really quick story. When we were in Jackson Hole, we went on a bus trip to the ranch we were going to, and they had like coolers on the bus with beer and like beverages and stuff, but they also had like sparkly waters. So on the way home, a large contingency of the bus was very drunk. I wasn't that drunk. I had a beverage.
Not that drunk.
No, I was fine. And we had like a couple block walk back to our hotel from where the bus dropped us off. And as I was getting off the bus, I grabbed a LaCroix and I put it in a koozie that I was given. And I was walking through the town square at like midnight drinking my LaCroix with this gaggle of people behind me because I was like leading the way. And a cop stopped me and he was like, "Are you having a nice night, ma'am?" And I was like, "Yeah, actually, I'm having a great night." And he's like, "What are you drinking?" I was like, "It's a LaCroix." And he just looked at me and I was like, "Do you want to see it?" And he said yes, so I had to take it out of my cozy and show him that it was a LaCroix. And I was like, of all of I didn't say this to him. I'm like, do you see all these people behind me? I'm not the one to worry about.
You were probably the most drunk because you thought it'd be fine to have an open container in public.
No, it was a LaCroix. Sorry.
Never have I ever done drugs. Let's go with illegal drugs. No. I did finally.
That sounds terrible. I mean, it's legal now.
Yeah. That's why I'm like, because I've only had pot once, so I don't want to ruin my streak for one time that I didn't even like.
There you go.
This I love. Never have I ever forgotten to clean my machine monthly.
Oh, okay.
Monthly.
I have forgotten. Yes.
Monthly.
I forget every month.
Never have I ever spoken to another knitter whom you've never met when you see them knitting in public.
Of course I
I'm
have.
sure I have.
I'm sure I
And
have.
then I'm like, why did I do that? I hate that.
Yeah, now I'm that person.
I think I did that once, and then I'm like, yeah, when people do. Actually, I don't mind when people stop me and ask me what I'm doing.
I just
Well, that's
stop
nice.
It depends on where I'm at.
Guys,
When I'm
never
at
have I ever
Disneyland.
given birth.
You're out.
Oh, no, I lost.
We're out. You're not.
Oh, yeah, you're right. I win.
Yeah, somebody was making a joke at work about like it was like giving birth, and I'm like, no, I've done that several times, and the task you did was not like giving birth.
Was this a man or a woman?
It was a man.
Oh,
Oh, please.
Because women don't make that joke, and
No.
if they do, then it was
they know
like
for sure.
giving birth. Never have I ever sewn in my underwear. Absolutely. You're down
I'm
to
sure
the
I have.
last. Yeah, you're down to the last. Like, I gotta finish this.
I've done that in my
I don't have
office.
time.
I've done
I've
that
sewn
in
in
my
my
office 'cause I
pajamas.
had,
Like
like,
something on, yeah.
I had
Oh.
like jeans that I like went to work and wanted to like do something, so I just took them off and did them and put them back on.
I
okay.
like this
Nobody
one
was
too.
here.
Never have you have a door and your windows are
Yeah,
closed.
my window's closed. Don't
Yeah.
worry about it.
If I'm alone in my office, everyone. Anyway, never have I ever had a whip that is more than 5 years old.
Oh, that's silly.
I have
we should-
children younger than my whips.
This
We should wrap up.
Okay,
Yep.
this last one.
Okay.
Never have I ever knitted with Kiviot.
Never
Never.
touched it, but I've never.
I've touched it, but
I
I've
have
never-
not knitted with it.
All right, let's do our obsessions real quick. Yep. I will go first because I'm ready. Mine is an artist who I followed on Instagram for a long time. Her name is Kate Ballis, or Bayless, I don't know, Ballis. She is a fine art photographer, and she does this series of portraits called Infrarealism, and they're all based in my favorite place in the world, which is Palm Springs. She uses a special camera that's been altered to infrared light, and they're manipulated in a way where all of these pictures look like hot pink, vibrant purple, blues, like ultraviolets, and they're all these beautiful
cool.
like desert photos of Palm Springs, and I'm like obsessed with her work.
This
It's
sounds
gorgeous.
very,
What's her
very
name again?
amazing.
Kate Ballas, or Ball. So this is a picture of a beautiful Joshua tree.
Wow.
They're super cool.
That's awesome.
I think she's based out of Melbourne, so she's not from around here, because I would love to go see her work. I also looked into purchasing myself a print of her work, and it's very expensive because they're like fancy, but her Instagram is very fun to follow, and I just happened upon her again recently because I have been following her for a while. But yeah, they're super fun to look at. It's like right up my alley. I think they're so cool.
They are gorgeous. Thank you for sharing that.
Yep.
I like it. I like it a lot. I think my obsession this month is a TV show called Sweet Tooth.
Oh,
I love that
someone
show.
else was telling me about it.
It's very, very good.
I hope that they'll have another season.
Yeah,
but
if it doesn't, it is based on a graphic novel. But I think I'm not going to do the graphic novel until I watch as much show as they're going to give us.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
It's a great cast. It's a post pandemic story. A little boy who's like a hybrid of a deer and a human, and other children all the children born once this pandemic is unleashed are born that way, and the bigotry of our world and the insanity of a post-apocalyptic situation are all laid bare. It was a little uncomfortable because it was really like nailing the panic of a pandemic. So sometimes that's entertaining. Lately, I'm finding it a little disconcerting.
Yeah.
Because I think we're about to hit another surge, to be honest.
Yeah.
But, so I'm like a little trepidatious. But
Yeah,
it's a great
that makes
show.
sense.
Great show.
Yeah, I'm back to wearing my mask in public. Yeah. Just
indoors. Only indoors for me. But yeah. So I love Sweet Tooth. It's real cute.
Okay.
I'm obsessed with this podcast called I Saw What You Did.
Oh.
With Danielle Henderson, the author of Ugly Cry, and Millie De Chirico. I can't. I'm not really sure their ethnicity.
Little.
It's
no.
But the episode I was.
We're gonna go with your pronunciation.
Yeah. So the listening. I Love You 1994, Legendary Freak. Tell Mama All is a really good one. She's had 2 more. She's Blowin', She's Gone. It's talks about old movies and so I'm obsessed with trying to get a hold of this one movie that they talked about called Westward the Women. It was set in like the 50s, and 100 women are being taken west, and there's only one person willing to take them, and he's trying to discourage them by being a misogynistic ass.
But probably still take their money.
But it's you can't just rent it or find it. You have to buy it. You know, I wish the library had a copy of it, and I'm not ready to. They said there's misogynistic and racism in there, but there's also incredible strength and really strong female characters that overcome a lot and find out that they're stronger than other people told them they are. So anyway, it sounds really interesting. Yep. And so
that sounds cool.
All right. Well, in 2 weeks we'll be talking about our book club pick, which is Across the Formidable Sea by Claire Laminin, which is she's a local author / my cousin. You could pick up a copy on Amazon, or if you are in the store, we've got 1 print copy left. So if you come by right when you hear us, it might be left, or you could order one on Amazon.
Yep.
And we'll talk about that in 2 weeks for our book club. And other than that, we'll see you next month.
It's real good.
Woo-hoo. Okay.
Real good book.
Okay. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.